May the God of Abraham, the God of Isaac, and the God of Jacob, and the God of you Israelites, you Negroes, Hispanics, and Native Americans, double honors to our apostles and elders that have taught us this truth. And shalom unto you, hopeful, sincere, elect members, pushing this truth to the four corners of the earth through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shemel Shai. So we're going to go into who the Lord's about to manifest, who he's dealing with, and who are his right teachers. And the Lord's about to manifest who are the anti-Mashiach. Because the times is about to get super real, and the Lord's about to expose everybody. He's about to expose men with faith and men that have no faith. So, there you go.
So Malachi 3:16, then they that feared the Lord spake often one to another.
Hey, that's what we're doing. We're speaking one to another about Yahweh Shemel Shai. We fear the Lord.
And the Lord hearkened and heard it, and a book of remembrance was written before him for them that feared the Lord.
Only the elect from the foundation are going to have that spirit of fearing Yahweh Shemel Shai.
That's right.
And because of that fear, they're written in the book of life, which is Yahweh Shai's book, the Lamb's book.
Yeah, the scripture said the beginning of wisdom is the fear of the Lord.
Yeah, come. And only the elect have had that fear from the very beginning.
I got a precept out. This is Sirach, the first chapter, verse 14. It says, to fear the Lord is the beginning of wisdom, and it was created with the faithful in the womb.
Woo!
So the elect is going to have, the two main ingredients of this thing, which is faith and fear.
Yeah.
Okay, because they come as a package. You're not going to have one and not have the other,
If anything, fear inspires faith, and faith inspires fear. So
they come together.
Yeah, come. And nobody else is going to have this type of fear but the elect. A man can't act like he feared the Lord or pretend to have faith. It's already predestinated in that spirit,
Right. Yeah. Faith is a gift given unto men. It's not something that you just wake up with.
Yeah.
It's something that Yahweh Shai personally gave each and every member of his men. Some brothers have more faith than others, but that faith is a gift. It's your measure that was given unto you. Don't take it for granted. You have faith. Come out here and teach his word, man.
Yeah.
Come out here and cleanse your way. How can a young man cleanse his way? By taking heed to the word thereof, man. You got the book of remembrance right in front of you. Remember ourselves, man.
Hey, faith is like fuel. Okay, fueling these cars, that's making these cars go.
Right.
Okay. Without fuel, you're not going to go nowhere. You'll have the vehicle, but it's not able to travel.
Right. You gotta have the oil.
You gotta have the oil. Exactly.
It's impossible to please the Most High without faith.
Right.
Yeah. Faith is very important. Whatever measure was given unto you, see it to your fullest, man. Let the Spirit guide you in this thing.
That's right. That's why you don't see us out here with guns,
right,
strapped up. We ain't like the other camps. We out here in faith.
And the Lord said faith is so important. If you got a faith as a mustard seed, it can move mountains.
Right.
That shows you the power of faith.
Any obstacle that you're facing, any obstacle that Satan puts in front of you, any test that the Lord puts in front of you, it's a mustard seed of faith, man. We can overcome that.
Remember the scriptures speak of. Remember the scriptures speak of putting on the whole armor of the Lord, right?
Right.
But it said above all, taking the shield of faith.
Right.
Above all, man.
Above all.
That's the main thing.
Yep. See, and too, like Esau was given his blessing, he was given a carnal blessing. Okay, we were given a spiritual blessing. It would be wrong of us to take on his blessing, just like we can't take on his blessing. He can't take on our blessing. Okay, we are set. It was set from the foundation of the earth. Okay,
and that's a good point. Esau been given the blessing of the sword. We've been given the blessing of faith.
Right, of the spirit.
It says
we got our blessing is Yahweh Shemel Shai.
Right. It says the creature is subject to hope. So, we have a treasure in the earthly vessel.
That's right.
I got a quick
Go ahead.
This is Revelation 17:8. It says, the beast that thou sawest was and is not, and shall ascend out of the bottomless pit and go into perdition, and they that dwell on the earth shall wonder, whose names were not written in the book of life from the foundation of the world, when they behold the beast that was and is and yet not. But the point is, the names were written in the book of life before the foundations, before the Lord even laid anything down. Okay, the elect, his chosen, were already written in the book of life to receive the salvation, man, in this last days. Okay, right. To go in and out of carnation, being in that lot, okay, of a prophet, okay, or even just being in a lot of the elect, okay, always bowing down to Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai instead of bowing down to the
current empire.
Right, exactly.
I got a piece of it. This is 2nd Esdras 9. 2nd Esdras 9 and 7. And everyone that shall be saved and shall be able to escape by his works and by faith, whereby you have believed, shall be preserved from the said perils, and shall see my salvation in my land within my borders. For I have sanctified them for me from the beginning. Wow. You see, so it's already set in stone who's who. Wow. You know, and in these last days, it's going to show who the believers are. It's going to show who the unbelievers are, man.
So 1 Corinthians 14:31. For ye may all prophesy one by one, that all may learn, and all may be comforted. And the spirits of the prophets are subject to the prophets.
Look at that. You ain't going to come back, you know, if you was a prophet in your past life serving the Lord, you ain't going to come back, you know, a nigga and shit, like a Jay-Z or somebody. Nah, man, you gonna come back, you know, putting that work in again.
Yep.
You know? Because that same spirit is going to be on you. Just like that same spirit that was on Elijah came back on John the Baptist, man. Mm-hmm. You know?
That's called reincarnation.
Yep.
You know? You die, you go to the spirit world, and come back.
Yeah.
Right? There's no, like, YOLO shit. Yeah. Once. You know, we live multiple times, man.
Hey, Yahweh said it too. Them try to sit up on the throne, which will follow me in the regeneration.
Yeah.
So he already knew, like, his men was going to come back and keep following him. That's the spirit, the rest of the prophets.
I got a precept. Daniel 12:13. But go thy way to the end, be, for thou shalt rest and stand in thy lot at the end of the day. Woo! Precept to back that up.
So, Daniel came back.
Right. Hey,
Daniel came back.
Ezra said, one thing that Ezra said, the prophet Ezra said, woe is me, who will deliver me in those days.
Right.
Why did he say that?
Right.
Because he knew that he was going to be in those times, man.
Right.
That's a good point.
Yeah.
Good point.
And just to go to show that this truth is not for the other nations, okay? Because Daniel gonna come back in his lot. I'm sure in his last lot he wasn't getting treated like a prince. You know what I'm saying? Him and his people, they were getting persecuted all through all the incarnations. So now all of a sudden we get persecuted as the Israelites through all our generations, and then all of a sudden all the other nations could come in and be partakers of when the Lord comes back and saves us, man, and put us on high. Okay? As if that can happen, man. That's not gonna happen, man. All right?
I got a piece up. It's like it, real quick. Go ahead.
Back in Malachi 3:16. Then they that fear the Lord spake often one to another. The Lord hearkened and heard it. And a book of remembrance was written before him for them that feared the Lord and that thought upon his name.
Right. Thought upon his name. The elect going to be thinking upon Yahweh Shemel Shai's name. You know?
Yeah, the elect is going to filter everything they do through the scriptures, man. They're gonna filter everything they do through the law, statutes, and commandments that the Lord gave them, you know? They're gonna take reverence to that. The 2/3 don't take reverence to the law, statutes, and the commandments. Even though it's in their spirit, they know right from wrong, but they just don't give a flip, you know what I'm saying?
Like you said, the elect is going to filter everything with the scriptures. It's also through the Hebrew. They're going to learn that correct name. They're not
Right.
going to say that the name
right.
is just whatever it is. You know, the elect is going to learn that true name and believe on it, and
Right.
think upon it, and push it out. You know, they're not going to say Christ or all this. No, how about Hashem Yahweh Shai?
That's right. Precept. This is Job 19 and 25. For I know, for I know that my Redeemer liveth, and that he shall stand at the latter day upon the earth. Talking about Yahweh Shai. And though after my skin worms destroy this body, yet in my flesh shall I see the Most High,
So he knew he was going to come back. Reincarnation.
whom I shall see for myself, and my eyes shall behold, and not another, though my reins be consumed within me.
So Job is back here, you know, and he's going to see the deliverance like the rest of the men that prophesied, you know, like Bella was talking about Ezra. Woe is me, who shall deliver me in those days? They know they're going to come back and they're going to look to the Lord for help, you know, look to be saved from, by Yahweh Shai.
Yep. Another precept. It's Revelation 10 and 11. It's speaking of John the Revelator. Revelation 10 and 11. And he said unto me, thou must prophesy again before many peoples and nations and tongues and kings.
And that's something that the disciples didn't understand. Before Yahweh Shai left, the disciples thought that, which later became apostles, that was the time that Yahweh Shai was going to establish his kingdom here on earth.
Yeah.
They didn't understand that they had to die and do this all over again.
Fall away first. You know, but see, what's the name? I mean, not what's the name. John the Revelator was on the island of Patmos in his old age. And he passed from his flesh after them revelations, you know. So there was no record of him, you know, prophesying before kings and nations in that time. So he came back, you know. He came back in this time as Elder High Priest Ariah, man.
The only one that really got to prophesy to the king was Paul, Caesar. That's it. So it shows you he's probably going to come back and do the same thing today. Like,
Well, yeah, Paul's back. Okay, and he's leading the church again.
That's right. That's right.
You know, and we know in the spirit who that is.
Yeah. I got something real quick. Just to back this brother up when he said about, you know, we praising the Lord, you know, calling on his name. All right. This is Zephaniah 3 and 9. It says, "But then will I turn to the people of pure language, that they may all call upon the name of the Lord Yahweh, Hashem Yahweh Shai, to serve him with one consent." Okay, so that's how you know we have the name, you know, because the Lord gave us the language in order for us to call on the name.
Yep.
Okay,
Right.
And it says a pure tongue. So it would be a pure language where we're using the Hebrew to call upon the Lord's name correctly. And if you look at those, what's the dude's name? Titus. That's
Titus,
Flavian Dynasty.
the Flavian Dynasty. They printed the coins, and on it had, before they sacked Jerusalem, the coins had Hebrew on it. The coins that they used to, Jakes used to print, had Paleo Hebrew on it. So before Jerusalem was sacked, what language were they speaking? That Paleo Hebrew, you know?
But that's that pure language. You know, both sides bring us back to that pure language.
Right.
So you can call upon him and be hid in that time of trouble, man. The time of trouble is coming, man. And in that time, you're gonna know the chosen are, man.
yeah.
For free.
So it's a lie. It's a lie that we don't have the name. Okay, because how can you be saved? It says you're gonna be saved by the name. The name of the Lord is a strong tower. Okay, and so we run into it.
The righteous run into it and it's safe.
That's right.
Yeah.
So how can you run into that name if you don't have the name?
No, you don't have the name.
Yeah, you don't have
He
the
has
name.
the name.
That's right. Exactly.
So,
You know, whoever's saying that, you don't have the name.
Right.
Yeah.
And how can you stand so stiffly for the name of the Lord?
Facts.
These are the ones that stood so stiffly for the name of the Lord.
Right.
All right.
And it's not only enough to have the name, you gotta believe in those names.
Right, exactly.
How the Lord gonna reveal all his mysteries and he ain't gonna reveal the most important part,
Yep.
which was his name.
That's the first part.
That's
Right.
the first part.
Along with your heritage.
Yeah, when Moses went up to the mountain, he was like, when he was about to leave, he was like, well, Lord,
No, not when he was about to, when the Lord sent him to Egypt.
Yeah, that's right, that's right, Salat, that's right. Yeah, he said,
When they was in the wilderness, when he went to the mountain.
right, that's right, Salat. But he was like, who am I going to tell him that sent me?
Yep.
You know?
We can get that.
Right, you know?
And the scriptures also said, take the prophets for example, who have suffered in the name of the Lord. So all the men of the Lord had the name from Roman times to when Jake was in the land, southern northern kingdom was in the land, even from the very beginning, when Shem, we had the name Yahweh Bahashim Yahushai.
Right.
You got something?
Yeah. It's the book of Isaiah, chapter 52 and 1. It says, awake, awake, put on thy strength, O Zion. Put on thy beautiful garments, O Jerusalem, the holy city, where henceforth there shall no more come into thee the uncircumcised and the unclean. It says, shake thyself from the dust, arise, and sit down, O Jerusalem. Loose thyself from thy bands of the neck, O captive daughter of Zion. For thus saith the Lord, ye have sold yourselves for naught, and ye shall be redeemed without money.
Ooh, redeemed without money. You know, in Deuteronomy it says, no man shall buy you. Well, the Lord's going to redeem us without money.
It says, verse 4, it says, for thus saith the Lord, Yahweh, Bahashim Yahushai, my people went down aforetime into Egypt to sojourn there. And okay. So let me jump down to 6. It says, therefore my people shall know my name, therefore they shall know in that day that I am he that doth speak. Behold, it is I.
How do you expect Yahweh Shai to glorify himself if you don't know his name? So he's going to reveal his name to his people. You know? Starting off with the men of the Lord, the elect first.
He's going to make his name well known again.
That's what it just said, right? Read that part again. About his name.
It says, therefore my people shall know my name.
The people shall know my name. We're not going to have to wait until we get into the kingdom. What kind of sense does that make, man? We need the Lord right now. Okay, when we get into the kingdom, we're going to already know the name. We're going to know everything. It says what? The neighbor shall not go teach his neighbor. Because the law, statutes, commandment, the name of the Lord is going to be all up in us, man. Okay?
It starts now, man.
Yeah.
It started 50 years ago, man.
Yeah,
You know?
like the brother is saying, man, we're not calling upon no one, man. So we're calling about we're calling, to the Lord, in his name, man.
Let me get the scripture, man. All right. This is Exodus 3 and 13. And Moses said unto the Most High, behold, when I come unto the children of Israel, and shall say unto them, the God of your fathers have sent me unto you, and they shall say to me, what is his name? What shall I say unto them? And that's a natural thing.
Yeah.
You want to know, who's who. And that's when dealing with anything. What's your name? What's her name? You always gonna want to know the name. So that's a real question right there, man. And the Most High said unto Moses, I am that I am. And he said, thus shalt thou say unto the children of Israel, I am have sent me unto you. Here's the point. And the Most High said moreover unto Moses, thus shalt thou say unto the children of Israel, Yahweh, the God of your fathers, all right, because when you go into that word, Lord, all caps, it's Strong's H 3016. 68?
Yeah.
3068, which breaks down to Yahweh. Okay, if you understand the Hebrew, man. Okay? It shows you that Esau knows.
Yeah.
Esau knows the right name, but we ain't supposed to know it. It says, Yahweh, God of your fathers, the God of Abraham, the God of Isaac, and the God of Jacob, have sent me unto you. This is my name forever, and this is my memorial unto all generations. So that's the name that we call upon. Not a higher, a high, whatever the hell. None of that, man. No. He gave us a commandment. This is the name. Yahweh.
This is the name forever.
Yeah.
It's never going to change, man. The Lord doesn't change at all.
Which breaks down to he is, he to be, he exists, because he's everything.
Yeah. And when he said, I am that I am, the emphasis is on that. I am that. What is that? That. I am. Okay?
First person.
Right. I am that. I am. It's just I am. Okay? There's no nothing else. He don't need nothing else to describe him, man. He is. Okay? Yeah.
There's the book of Second John, like the First John 5:13. It says, "These things have I written unto you that believe on the name of the Son of the Lord, the Son of Yahweh, Ba'Shem Yahushai."
Read it again, huh?
Yeah. It says, "These things I have written unto you that believe on the name of the Son of the Lord."
Right. Like the scripture says. Go ahead, my bad. Like the scripture says, anyone that whoever shall call the name of the Lord shall be saved.
Yeah.
But you gotta believe in that name.
It takes faith.
If you believe in the names of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai, man, my own walk, my journey, man, some powerful things that happen when I call them names, man.
Yeah.
Straight up. And I know y'all brothers can attest to that too.
Yeah.
So things begin to move when you call on the names of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai. But you let you call on Jesus. Let you call on some fucking Yahweh or some shit. Ain't nothing happening, man, but demons, you know?
It takes faith though. Like the scripture say, not everyone who calls, who knows the name is saved out of you.
Right.
You know, we had an example of this dude, man. He was in his car and these cops were trying to get in.
Oh yeah.
And he was just yelling the name of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai.
He was off. Because the Lord said to agree
the adversary.
The adversary quickly, man.
It was all because of asking for a license, driver license.
You in this devil's world, you gotta play by his rules, man.
Yeah.
But I was gonna say, when brothers deal with demons attacking them at night and all of that, how do you think the demons come off of them? They call on the names of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai, man.
More mad.
You know what I'm saying?
Mad, and it holds you down, more painful. Just keep calling on
You
the
can't
name.
speak,
Yup,
but you can say it in your mind, man.
stop your mouth if you can't stop your mind.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
So the Lord made it to where we can always, this is what I teach my children, we can always call on names of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai. Even if someone's covering your mouth, if you can't say it out loud, you can still say it in your mind, man.
That's right.
And it's as if you're saying it, man.
Yeah.
And in the world, when you get those attacks, you would just bear through it until the demon feels like leaving you. But now, when you're in the truth and them attacks come, as soon as you say the name like 2-3 times, them demons flee. They run out of there.
This brother quoted it, man. The name of the Lord is like a strong tower that the righteous can run into, man. That's our ultimate defense.
Right, because they all, everyone in the heavens bows down to those names.
Oh, yeah.
Everyone it's perfect order in the heavens, man.
Yeah.
Okay, so when them demons is out here, they hear them names, hey man, they flee.
Yeah. Because they know they could be tormented by those names, man. They already know.
Yeah.
They know what it is, okay? But the devil would have you think that you are all good. You don't need that name, okay?
Right.
You don't need the name of the Lord that you somehow can save yourself, okay?
Right.
That you're a power, you're a God yourself, okay?
No, just like the brother was going into earlier. It takes more than just the name. You also got to mix in faith.
You got to speak up a little bit, up.
You also need fear along with the name.
Yeah.
All right? Just because you know the name doesn't mean that you're going to be delivered. Yeah.
Oh yeah, how much side? Yep.
Real quick, man. Matthew 7:21. Not everyone that saith unto me, Lord, Lord, shall enter into the kingdom of heaven.
Right, because you got false prophets. And you have false prophets that know the name.
Yeah.
But they take the name, do they have reverence towards the name? No.
Yeah, that's it.
They take the Lord name. So fucking unnecessary, man. Go ahead, my bad.
But he that doeth the will of my Father which is in heaven, many will say unto me in that day, Lord, Lord, have we not prophesied in thy name?
Right, it said, but they that do the will. Okay, those are the ones that's doing this thing correctly, man. That are in the fear, that believe, down to the core of their soul. We gonna be calling, I imagine, it's gonna be a never-ending prayer. We gonna be calling the name of the Lord every second. It's just gonna be never ending until you see the Lord, man.
Exactly.
And it's gonna come down to His mercy.
Yeah.
You know, whether you're chosen or not.
It's gonna be like as if you got a whole room full of people at the desk. You know what I'm saying? And they got phone call coming in and stuff from. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And right now, it's only a few getting the calls. And it's like, yo, yeah, but then at that time, the whole thing gonna be lit up. Like, hold, can you please hold, blum, please hold, blum, blum, please hold, blum,
Yeah.
please hold, blum, blum.
Yeah.
I'll put you through. Hold on, please. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
At that time, it's gonna get hectic, man.
Yeah.
You
And
know?
the scripture say the Lord hears our prayers.
Yeah.
So he gonna hear our cries, man. He hear our cry now.
Yeah.
Right.
It says the prayer of the humble pierce through the clouds.
Yeah. You can walk through, go ahead.
Many will say to me in that day, Lord, Lord, have we not prophesied in thy name? And in thy name have cast out devils? And in thy name done many wonderful works?
For example, you have one body and Yahweh Shai. They prophesy saying the Lord's name, but look at what they're doing. They're discrediting Yahweh Shai. They think they're doing the work by going door to door, go through hoods and annoy pigs and shit. They ain't doing nothing.
I got a account back.
Yeah.
And then will I profess unto them, I never knew you. Depart from me, ye that work iniquity.
So when Jacob's trouble comes, when judgment is all out here, when all hell breaks loose, you're gonna know that the Lord says, "Depart from me," when you're getting judged.
Because the Lord gonna make that separation.
Yeah, it comes.
Because the Lord's gonna try every man to see what his worth is, right? The book of Corinthians, whether you use gold, silver, precious stones, stubble, wood, every man's gonna be tried. So the men that were playing, trying to gather views and make money, whatever the fuck, y'all gonna be found out to be stubborn. Because you wasn't really building right.
Right.
But the men that weren't playing, that were diligent, you know, that were taking this thing serious, hey man, those are the ones the Lord is dealing with, man.
Yep.
It's gonna be made known. The scripture say, then shall it be known who are my chosen, and they should be tried like gold in the fire, man. Alright?
And you got the other men that are going to be denied. They're serving two masters. Like the Lord said, you can't serve Yahweh Shemel Shai and Mammon. They have the Lord on a backup plan. Like, oh shit, if I still preach, you know, maybe I could get saved. And then, you know, the Lord is going to deny them in that day, man.
That's yours?
Some of these the Lord's going to deny them to their face. So the ones that get actual beamed up just to get purged out in the wilderness.
Oh yeah, go ahead. Real quick, and then please.
It's on the book of Jeremiah, chapter 14, verse 14. It says, Then the Lord said unto me, the prophets prophesy lies in my name.
So it's nothing new under the sun. You have prophets that lied on the Lord with the name. Like Yahweh Shemel Shai says this. There's going to be peace in Jerusalem. Yahweh Shemel Shai said, you know, you're going to go back to the land. There's nothing new under the sun. Jake will lie on the Heavenly Father, man. And the Lord is going to get him back.
It says, I sent them not, neither have I commanded them.
When judgment hits them, you're going to see that the Lord wasn't with these particular men that have been prophesying in his name lies.
Yeah. Yeah, it says that in Peter's how judgment, must first begin, in the house of Israel, man. That's going to happen to all your false prophets that are out there, man. All right?
And dudes that are probably going to advertise the Paragma.
Yeah.
Make videos about, oh yeah, the white man gave you water and food. You eat that so you can take the Jews there. No, man. They're going to be on the same spirit telling our people, like, look, the Lord's spirit ain't going to leave you if you take it.
Right. You got them out there saying it now, like General Yohana. Talking about you don't know what's in this, you don't know what's in that, but yet you use that. So why not take because you're not supposed to take it because they're specifically genetically designing it for you.
What is going to say? Never trust that.
And never trust thine enemy,
enough
man.
right there.
That's enough right there. Okay?
It says, I commanded them, Salakia, neither have I commanded them.
So like you seen what's that motherfucking name? Justin Bieber.
Oh.
He got that BP.
Right, yeah.
What's it called? Bell's palsy or whatever?
Yeah.
His nerve damage in his face.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
from that juice. Man. He ain't gonna come out and be like, this is from the juice. He ain't gonna say that. He gonna say it's another reason. But we know what it is.
Yeah, shit. I got Bell palsy and shit. when I was like 2 years old and shit. That shit hit me, and it has my whole right side of my face numb to this day. You know, when I blink, my whole face move, my mouth move, everything on one side move. All these muscles is connected from that shit. You know what I'm saying? Back in the day. Back in the day. That was 50 some years ago, and it's still happening. Okay.
That's why you got a lot of autism.
Yep.
You know, you got a lot of jakes that grow up, you know, they be a little slow or something. That's all them juicy juices, man.
Yep.
Yeah.
And they know that these things do that to people, man.
And they know it's more damaging to these people,
Right.
to the Israelites.
Yeah. Remember that doctor that came on and said that they are making a conscious effort to put all things like in your soap, your shampoos, your dishwashing detergent, your washing clothes detergent. They put all these kind of chemicals in it to affect your DNA.
Yep.
Okay?
Yep.
In your toothpaste, your soap,
Yep.
everything.
Stay away from all spice.
Okay?
Oh, yeah.
All spice. Or stay away from anything that is seen on
Branded.
commercial.
Yeah, marketed.
Or anything that says perfume. That could be like 1,000 chemicals and they just say perfume.
Yeah, man. Jake is the target, man.
Yeah. But see, our people don't think that they have an enemy. They don't think, it sounds too far-fetched to say that this man would go to that link to do that to a people. You know what I'm saying? But he's going to that link because he has a perpetual hatred for you.
Yeah, you must have forgot history then.
Right.
To think that the devil won't go far. The scripture say he do a diligent search.
Right.
He gonna go hard. He gonna take it there. This motherfucker will go to the bottom of the sea, or try to.
Yep.
So you telling me he ain't gonna go as far as he can with you tribes?
Yep.
Come on, man. This motherfucker, he goes to the jungle for 2 weeks, getting fucked up. You know, all types of bugs and mosquitoes fucking his ass up just to film though. This motherfucker won't figure out ways to attack you. Come on, man. The scripture say he can't go to sleep unless he do some evil.
Right.
You got the Willie Lynch letter, man, where this motherfucker straight up studied Jake.
Yep.
You think the studying stopped? Hell nah.
See, now it's not so much as a physical attack on your person, just like right in front of you. Now they have systems in place to attack you while you don't even know you're being attacked.
Attack your kids.
Right.
Attack your wife.
Okay.
Attack your gut.
Yeah. Through all mediums.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
He has infiltrated. It's a study that they infiltrated every section of life. Okay. Every partition of your life, they have infiltrated it, and they've stuck their stuff in there in order to make you go off from the law, statutes, and commandments. That's their ultimate plan, is to make you go off from the Lord. Okay? Because they know when you go off from the Lord, he turns his face from you. Okay? You have no protection.
Then they accuse
Right.
accuse
Yeah.
Jake. You know, he's giving Jake work, but then you be like, look, they eat pork.
Yeah, they eat pork.
You gave him
Who
pork.
gave it to him? You know? Putting it in everything. I bet it's pork in your doorknob. I bet it's pork. I bet they put pork in whatever it is, whatever metal, they probably put pork in it.
Tampons.
So when you turn it, every time you turn it, you touch it. Okay, and the Lord said we're not supposed to touch the dead carcasses of a pig.
You know the brushes?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Made boar's hair.
Right, a boar's hair.
Soft bristles. You have
Yep.
to get the hard ones. The hard ones are not made of boar hair. They're
Yep.
synthetic.
Yep.
Yeah, I seen this quote. I have it right here. It says, "The truth is generally the best vindication against slander." You know, the truth is the best thing to oppose Esau lies.
Well, in order to tell a lie, you have to know the truth. You got to know what you're lying about. Okay?
Psalm 64:2.
That's that one.
Hide me from the secret counsel of the wicked, from the insurrection of the workers of iniquity.
The elites of this society, man.
Yep.
Go ahead.
The secret council.
Yep.
They're in secret doing these things, man. They're not telling you, yo, don't use product such and such because it has such and such in it.
Right.
They're doing it in secret so you would use it.
Yep.
Okay?
And they have those meetings, those secret meetings, the G5,
Bilderberg group.
all of that.
the so-called global, what is it, global warming gathering and shit.
And you know the founder and creator of Pepsi don't allow his kids to drink his product.
Yep.
You gotta wonder why.
Yeah.
Why wouldn't you allow your kids to drink it if you're selling it to the whole world?
Yeah, Bill Gates doesn't allow his children to do certain things. You know, I think it was Steve Jobs. He allowed his children to have iPads or nothing like that.
Yep.
Because it's not for them. They understand the tricks.
Right. It's just like Cardi B. She was remember that time she was in
listening
there
to her own song.
listen to her song and shit.
Daughter came
and
in.
her daughter came in. She trying to tip that shit off quick and shit. Okay. But and then on another video, a little baby is down with one of the little karaoke little pianos and shit that you can sing into and record yourself. And she recorded that song, was hitting the piano. You know, there's holes in this house. She was recording it. A little 2-year-old was singing it.
The holes in the house. That's
Right.
baby.
Yeah.
Oh,
You know what I'm saying? So it's okay for somebody else's children to do it, but your own children, you know what I'm saying? But that's Esau.
that's a fucking joke.
That's why the Lord said you're going to send them against a hypocritical nation.
Yeah, man, that's a damn
Because our
shame.
people, the leaders will destroy their own people, but when it comes to their household, you know, they don't want none of the music to influence their own kids, you know.
Well, it's for a little season. They have received their consolation. They live in large on this side. For a moment in the kingdom, they're going to be ashamed of what they did. Okay?
It's gonna cost you your life.
Right. And it's going to cost you your life on this side. Okay?
Right. Who whet their tongue like a sword and bend their bows to shoot their arrows, even bitter words.
Yep, and that's all the laws that they place, you know, against you, Jakes. And unrighteous decrees, man.
That they may shoot in secret at the perfect.
Who's that? Jake. You tribes. You know, they're attacking you secretly, man. You know? There's a reason why they set up the Cardi B's, the Megan Thee Stallions, the Beyonce's. There's a reason why they only sing about certain things, man.
Yep.
You know, you go back to the 70s and the 80s, women they weren't really speaking against men.
Right.
They were in that feminine state. You know? Talking about come back to me or I apologize.
Yeah,
you know, it wasn't
right.
like today, it wasn't fuck I don't need a nigga. Yep.
Yeah.
Independent woman. Nah, man, but it's all devices of the devil, man.
Hey, the new thing Esau is doing is this mass shooting. When Jake's, you know how Jake's niggas shoot each other and stuff. Esau is starting to label it mass shooting because when you look up mass shooting, who do you think of? You think of Edomites. Now Esau is trying to slander Jake by putting Jake now in that same category.
Right.
That's Esau shooting at the perfect, you know.
Also with that crack cocaine, that was shooting at shooting at Jake
Big blow.
in secret at the perfect.
Wow.
That crack cocaine was everything designed specifically for Jake, man.
That was a big blow.
And that Snowfall show, the dude was like, the Colombian was like, who sent you? He was like, United States
I
government.
work for the government, CIA.
Yeah.
Got the AKs like spit on the ground, spit on America. We said you put chains on the blacks, you killed the Indians, and you spit on the Vatos. I spit on America.
It was this guy, I think he's like a record promoter, and he went to the radio station and he was like, look, I have these records that's depicting killing children and doing this and that and the other. He said, would you play it? He was like, nah. He's like, well, I got this other record, this artist that depicts going against women and stuff, you know what I'm saying? He's like, will you play it? He's like, nah. He's like, I got this other record though, I got this other artist and stuff talking about killing black people. He's like, will you play it? He's like, it depends on who is marketing to you, who is buying this and that and the other, you know what I'm saying? So they have certain things already set up, man. Okay?
System.
It's a system. Okay? It's
Keep
a
you
system.
Jakes on a low ass vibration.
Yep. Okay?
Man, this is crazy, bro. We live in a world where Jace is openly rapping about killing his own brothers.
Right.
And
But
Esau's paying for it.
they promote that
They don't
because
want-
it's more people out there not rapping about that than rapping about that. Okay?
Yeah, like YN. That nigga he said he had that one song was Murder on My Mind. That
Oh,
shit.
yeah.
21 Savage promoting that killing each other, that gang life and shit, man. 21 Savage, Young Thug.
Every artist, bro. Every
Yeah,
artist.
And now you notice how all these artists are getting judged now.
Right.
Recently, this week had a New York artist in New York. He got gunned down. Alright, he got gunned down in the pharmacy, man. They trying to rob him of his chain. He just gunned him down, man.
Yeah.
Well, look where Young Thug and Gunner at right now. They're in prison.
Yep.
For the shit, you know, for I guess they're charging them a racketing, man. So the Lord's getting all these niggas, man. Because even though we have our own people doing all this shit, there's judgment for that, man. Alright, the Lord is gonna judge you for the shit you're doing, man.
Yeah.
The funny thing is, when Jake get caught up, where the record labels at? You know, where are these executives, you know, to help you? They're not gonna help you.
They not.
They want to destroy you, man.
They
They'll
know
move
it.
on to the next nigga and make
Right.
more money, you know?
That's the
Yeah.
whole purpose, is to push out that vibration. Like you said,
Yeah.
keep taking low vibration. That music medium is very powerful.
Yeah.
You know, it does send out a vibration. Just like the name of the Lord sends out a vibration.
Yeah. Just like remember King Saul had them demons on him,
Mhm.
and King David would play the harp to get the demons off.
Yeah.
So you telling me it's not music to put demons on you?
Yeah.
You know, it's music to put demons on you, man.
Yeah. They already tell you that before they put the masters out, they send them to witches. They put spells on them.
Yeah.
Okay, and that way that it goes from the radio into your house. Okay, the brother was showing me this one thing with Alexa, right? And asked Alexa, right, is there any spirits in the house?
Wow.
And then Alexa was like, yeah, there's one right behind you, about 6 feet. And then Alexa was like, well, if you really want to get into it more, she went to the website and said, go buy a Ouija board. Alexa is telling her to go buy a Ouija board. He went and bought the Ouija board and shit.
No, he
Then put Alexa where the little thing goes. He put Alexa there.
Oh, hell.
And Alexa started doing the shit the Ouija board would do.
Oh, hell.
Then he unplugged Alexa, and then Alexa came on by itself.
Oh,
Okay.
that's just
And then the doorknob and shit start moving. Ain't nobody outside the doorknob, you know. And Alexa start communicating like it's the demon itself. You know what I'm saying?
All of them spirits, man.
Exactly.
You summoning those spirits.
Right. And them spirits came in the dude's house. And he, by day 10, he was scared as hell. Okay. He did a like
Edomite?
I'm not sure.
I'm
Probably
pretty
was
sure.
a Edomite.
Demons don't fear the Most
Right.
High. Jake won't do that shit,
They're
man.
attracted to that energy.
Right.
Yeah.
Jake know not to fuck with that.
Yeah, you know how scary movie Jake Run? Esau Heads, go
Right.
check it out.
Yeah, what was that sound?
Right.
Nah,
Jake's
man.
like, oh, hell no.
I'm going the other way.
Jake start praying.
That brother Shaboy was putting me on. He was like, I looked up what frequencies they play on the radio, and it's like 433 or something like that.
440 hertz.
440 hertz to like 5. But they know exactly what frequencies used to control your subconscious.
Yeah, the older music wasn't on the frequency it's on now.
Right, exactly.
You know, the record players and all that was
Yeah.
different.
Yeah.
So he's using the music to put demons on people, man.
Hell yeah.
Because
people can't
back in the
break
day,
it.
back in the day, the records used to heal Jake.
Yeah.
Okay.
I remember
Jake,
you breaking that down.
right.
Yeah.
The records used to heal Jake. You know, the carbon itself. You know, it's a science behind it. Esau knows that science. That's why he put the records out of existence, man.
Came with
Okay,
the
came
tapes
with the
and the
CDs. Okay,
Now it's just digital.
Yeah, a CD is just a picture of the music. It's not the music itself. It don't have the grooves.
Yeah.
It don't have the diamond, which is the carbon itself, and then going against the carbon needle. Okay, going around. Jake would get healed on the weekend. Go back to work Monday and shit, all good and shit.
That's why a lot of that music was like uplifting.
Yeah, soul music.
Yeah.
Soul music because it was good for your soul. Okay.
You saw notes like that Dr. Strange movie.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
witchcraft.
Yeah, fighting some music. He was using the vibration of music to fight each other.
Right.
And he was able to just defeat the evil Doctor Strange with the harp. I
Right.
don't remember that part.
Yeah.
That's probably the only spirit that started moving, but he used that harp to destroy that evil Doctor Strange person. So Esau knows about the vibrations and all that. Yeah.
Even
the
in
power of music.
that one Spider-Man, you remember when Spider-Man had the dark thing on him, Venom? And he started.
Nah, I don't remember that.
You don't remember Venom? That was on
What Spider-Man you talking about?
With Peter Parker, the other one.
Oh, hell no.
Hey, let's bring out a.
Yeah,
I know you're going out of scripture.
Yeah, come.
Nah, I don't remember that.
But I mean, he was hitting the bell because of that sound. He took out the demons off him. But go ahead.
Back in Psalm 64, 4, that they may shoot in secret at the perfect, suddenly do they shoot at him and fear not.
And Esau never stopped shooting. The scriptures talk about he slandered his brother day and night.
Yeah, accuser of his own brother.
Yeah, he accused of his own brethren day and night, continually. He's supposed to love a dude that's pretty much demonizing you to the Heavenly Father? Hell no.
They encourage themselves in an evil manner. They commune of laying snares privately. They say, who shall see them? They search out iniquities. They accomplish a diligent search. Both the inward thought of every one of them in their heart is deep.
See, and we was talking about how they don't think that Esau will go that. He won't take it that far. Yes, he will take it that far.
This whole place is rigged with traps, man. Traps to put you in darkness and to take you out. This is the shadow of the valley of death. The Lord has allowed Esau to rig this whole system with all type of snares. That's why the scripture says the snare of the fowler. You know, Lord going, how does it go in 91? The Lord going to save you from the snare of the fowler. Because Esau has rigged everything. You know, and it's beautiful that brothers are able to escape the hands of Esau. You know, because it's the Lord, man. That we ain't falling in some of these traps that have us in complete darkness.
But the Most High shall shoot at them with an arrow. Suddenly shall they be wounded. So they shall make their own tongue to fall upon themselves. All that see them shall flee away.
And Esau is snitching on himself. A lot of revealings, like the scripture says, the heavens shall reveal him.
A lot of these whistleblowers out now.
Yeah.
The internet.
Or the people that were in the circle and they went out.
Right.
They went out of the circle. Now they telling everything.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he was eating babies and flesh.
All type of nasty shit, yeah.
That's real quick. This is Acts 5, and I'm gonna start at 27. It says, and when they had brought them, they set them before the council, and the high priest asked them, saying, did not we straitly command you that ye should not teach in this name? And behold, ye have filled Jerusalem with your doctrine, and intend to bring this man's blood upon us. But that's showing you that there was a council set up for them not to put that vibration of Yahweh Shai out there, man. Okay? They've been doing that from way back then.
Yeah.
You know?
Right. And why do you think they pay off these other camps not to teach in the name?
Right. Yep. How you gonna be a big ass group and call yourself coming back to your heritage, but yet you got Christ in your name?
Because they're compromised.
Compromise. Exactly. Clever.
There's the book of Micah, chapter 2, verse 1. It says, woe to them that devise iniquity and work evil upon their beds. When the morning is light, they practice it because it is in their power, because it is in the power of their hand.
The Lord has given Esau that type of power to execute a lot of his wicked plans.
Yeah, like the brother was just reading, man. He searched out wickedness. You know, he searched it out diligently. Yeah. So he's over here doing all this wickedness because it's within his power that the Lord gave him.
And every day before he, you know, in the dark, he's working on a plan to destroy you Negroes, Hispanics, and Native Americans.
Yeah.
You know, that's Esau's joy, man. A person with perpetual hatred? Come on, man. You think he's just gonna stop hating you for a few seconds?
That's a perfect hatred.
That's a perfect hatred.
Like King David had a perfect hatred for the Edomites.
Yeah.
They have a perfect hatred for us, man.
Right?
Okay.
That's real, because like the verse says, man, he's waking up and the first thing in the morning is to think, how can I destroy these people?
Right.
You know?
Yep.
You know, that's the kind of wickedness that goes through his head. It says, and they cover fields and take them by violence, and houses and take them away.
You know, the Vietnam War was for resources?
Yeah, that's all.
For fields, like actual physical fields. They wanted it. It went to war for fields. It happened.
Definitely not with 9/11.
Yeah, God. Iraq, Yemen, all of these countries. Wherever Esau sees something like a gold mine, like that Avatar,
Yeah.
the actual movie where they wanted something under the tree, vibranium or something like that, They go for it.
The brother spoke about it 2 weeks back, man. That gas company Shell, man.
Oh yeah.
How they went to Nigeria and made all these oil rigs, and you know they poisoned the water. You know, it left them with all hazardous and cancerous materials, man, and poisoned the people over there. All that just to make profit, like the brother saying.
But that's the devil. The devil don't give a flip, man. The devil don't care about nothing, man. He like I said, cover the fields, poppy seed fields.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, all these wars and stuff. When you see the army, some of them even have like Exxon on their sleeve. Okay, showing you that they're working for Exxon, man. Okay, to go cover the field to get the oil. All right.
Yeah, like the brother saying, he said, and they cover fields and take them by violence, and houses and take them away. So they oppress a man and his house, even a man and his heritage.
Yep, they go with lies talking about, yeah, they over there treating their people bad, so we gotta go in with our troops to liberate the people. But it ain't never been about the people, man. They don't care about no people.
Yeah.
They don't even care about their own people, man.
Yeah.
Because if they did, it would be no poor Edomites. It would be no homeless Edomites, man.
All your war veterans will be taken care of.
Right.
You
Yep.
have no homeless war veterans.
Hey, in the kingdom, there ain't gonna be no homeless Israelites, man.
Yeah.
Okay? There ain't gonna be no poor Israelites.
We'll all go be rich. All be king.
Exactly. And Esau has the power to make all Edomites rich. Every one of
He has
them
the
could,
power to make everybody rich.
everybody, but at least his own people. Okay? If he want to keep them on the low, he can give them like 5-10 million. Easy.
They got enough money to give everybody on the earth millions of dollars.
Yep.
And they said this Edomite was bringing out information that through slavery, free labor, they have made $24 trillion from slavery.
That's our money.
20,
Supposedly.
that's past billions.
Oh yeah.
$24 trillion of slavery. So Esau hates his own people, man. You know?
Yep. They didn't even get a piece of the pie. We used to call them back in the day 2-time losers. Okay? Like these ones that just walked by. They're 2-time losers, man. They're gonna lose in this world and they definitely gonna lose in our world. Okay? We're not gonna have pity on the old, you was in the world, in the Esau world, you didn't get a lot, so we're gonna have pity on you. No.
They're still living it up though.
Yeah.
They might not be living like the elites, but still better off than Jake is.
Yeah.
Have that white privilege, like the brother saying.
Yeah.
They don't have good mercy that we got. You know? They don't have an evil eye toward each other. The women are ignored. You know?
I got a precept.
A lot of them are just fucked up because of the decisions that they made.
Yeah.
Drugs, and all that.
Man, the Lord had a perfect backfire. They tried to put that drugs on us, and now the Lord got them hooked on opioids and heroin. Shit that Jake would never fuck with.
Methamphetamine and so whatever.
But they ain't getting locked up like Jake.
No. Now it's a
gotta help
it's a health problem.
Yeah.
Okay, it's not a criminal problem.
Right.
It's health. It's a health issue.
Right.
Okay, when it pertains to them. Okay.
They creating all these programs.
Right.
Or if they kill us something, it's a mental issue.
Right.
That's hypocritical, man.
This is Psalms 10:1. It says, "Why standest thou afar off, O Lord? Why hidest thou thyself in the times of trouble? The wicked in his pride do persecute the poor. Let them be taken in the devices that they have imagined. For the wicked boasts of his heart's desire, and blesses the covetous whom the Lord abhorreth."
Hey, what's this boasting about his heart's desire? Them forums. They have them forums, the economic forums, and they're talking about, oh yeah, the future is gonna be bright. We're gonna rebuild the future for us. You know, boasting and shit. Like the Lord ain't gonna allow you to accomplish your heart desire, which is this new world order.
Right.
You know, you ain't gonna rule. You ain't gonna rule past your bounds.
As soon as he's about to fill his belly, that's when the Messiah's going to take him down. You know? He's going to give him a little taste of it. You know?
He's moving right now. He's trying to take away gun control. I mean, guns.
Hey, what they show you too, like when they make these movies about the future, going out into space and all that. Is Jake ever there?
No.
Yeah, don't look up. So is there any Jakes? At the end, all them naked Edomites that other planet? Were there any Jakes?
What's that one with Matt Damon?
Yeah.
Oh, Mars, a Martian?
No, Matt Damon.
Matt
Oh,
Damon.
Elysium.
Elysium.
Elysium,
Yep.
right.
No Jake.
No Jakes. That's their plan, okay? And if it is a Jake, it's gonna be the woman. Okay? Yeah. They don't even want the servants.
No, they're gonna have servants. You know, because think about it, the world's gonna be turned upside down, so they know they're gonna need people to rebuild this world. So who do you think they're gonna use to rebuild this world?
Oh yeah,
They know they can't kill all of us. We're like the sin of the sea. So the ones that they want, the ones that make it, are gonna be chipped and enslaved.
Even on that movie Downsizing, I think that was with Matt Damon too. And it had downsized everything, so like a fifth of liquor would be like one of those water towers. You know what I'm saying? So that shit'll last them damn near a lifetime. So with their money, they downsize. They're able to have mansions and all of this. But the Jakes, they still had a ghetto. They had a ghetto. The workers had to leave the big mansions and shit and drive somewhere to a damn ghetto.
To the wall, right?
Okay?
Hole in the wall.
But that's Esau. That's how he thinks of you.
Yeah, that goes to show you, even when resources are plentiful, like a brother's saying, man, he still treats you like a slave.
Right.
You know? Like,
Yeah. Rationing unto you.
what it's saying in the Constitution, 3/5 of the man?
Yeah.
3/8 select it. Whatever.
3/5.
3/5, whatever.
And
it
they
says,
never
yeah.
changed that.
Yeah.
He's still considered 3/5 of a man to this day.
Right.
Go ahead.
Yeah. Psalms 10:4, it says, "The wicked through the pride of his countenance will not seek after the Most High. The Most High is not in all his thoughts. His ways are always grievous. My judgments are far above out of his sight. As for all his enemies, he puffeth at them. He has said in his heart, I shall not be moved, for I shall never be in adversity. His mouth is full of cursing and deceit and fraud. Under his tongue is mischief and vanity. He sitteth in the lurking places of the villages, in secret places doeth he murder the innocent. His eyes are proudly set against the poor." What was the poor? Right, the Israelites, God's people, man. His eyes are privily set against the poor. To do what? To destroy us, man. Kill us. Keep us on the bottom so we never get back up again, man.
Yep.
And that's why he puts all these wicked devices to keep Jake in the lowest state. Music, drugs, gangs, all this, man, is to keep Jake in the lowest state. You Jakes are falling for that trap, man. You're falling for this system. You're thinking that you could coincide and live piece by piece, still following that false dreamer, Martin Luther King. All right, saying I had a dream that Jake, my people, and Jake and Esau can still coincide and eat at one table. No, man, that's a false dream.
Yeah, because that was written by an Edomite.
Right.
Yeah, I got a precept for what you were reading. Were you done? Select it.
2 more verses.
If I could say, Esau, he creates the scenarios so he could justify his perpetual hatred.
Yeah.
He'll have you in the ghetto. He'll have you drop guns off. I remember one time I seen a truck full of shit. I don't even know if it was guns. I just seen it in the neighborhood, wide open. You know, drop off drugs, guns, and destroy the minds of our people just to justify his perpetual hatred when he goes in there to kill you.
Yeah, just like when they was doing the protests, you had the pilots and bricks and shit. They just show up out of nowhere.
Throw this.
Yeah.
I remember watching this one Jake that grew up in Chicago. He was saying how there used to be trains of guns. The guns that they had, you couldn't even find them at the stores. You couldn't find them at the gun ranges. And they were just there for Jake, man.
Yeah.
Seeing videos of Jake with rocket launchers, man. Where did Jake get a fucking rocket launcher from?
Right.
And that's all done to traffic Jakes up. They want us to kill each other, man. They want us enemies. They want us as enemies. What did Esau do? He divided, he conquered, and he divided us, man.
Yeah.
He makes these people go against each other, man. And you Jakes are falling for it, man, with these gangs, killing each other for what? Killing each other for over a color, for streets you don't own?
Yeah, for a block that, you know, your mother was poor, so she had to move there,
Yep.
or had to grow up there. That shit is out of your control, man.
Right. You fighting for a dirty block. This block dirty, got rats and shit. Why don't you go fight for a block that's clean? Go to Beverly Hills and choose that block. This my block. This shit all clean and nice. This my block. Okay, go choose that block,
They
man.
won't even let Jake walk in
Right.
packs over there.
Right, you can't. Okay?
Soon they're gonna be hunted
All
in
the
the
cops in your ass.
Straight away, time when they see you.
Yep.
Okay, the cops going there, so what are you doing over here? You know.
Soon they're gonna be hunted in the blocks, in the same blocks, in the same streets they claiming. Soon they're gonna be hunted in them.
Yep.
That remind me of Lamentation. They track our steps.
Hey, I was just 6 o'clock, but I was sitting in the car. I had went over to my friend's house over in oh, that's right, Slock. The city.
The valley.
Yeah, the valley and shit. And so I'm just sitting in the car. We had did some music, and I'm just listening. Listening to the CD we had did. Police pull up behind me while I'm stopped. The car not on. It's not doing nothing. Come up to my window, demanding to see my ID because he ran my plates and say that my car is not from around here. It's California tags, but it's not in this neighborhood. You know what I'm saying? So we can't even be outside of our own neighborhood, not doing nothing. I wasn't doing nothing but listening to the music. I
That's
look
all
up.
it takes.
I look up, and it's the police.
That's all it takes.
Okay.
Just he saw it show up.
Right.
Because they always gonna have their gun drawn. You know, they always gonna intensify the situation. You know, that's all it
Exactly.
takes.
Yep.
All they gotta do is shoot you.
That's it.
Tell you to ask you for your license and your registration. Jake go reach for it. Blah blah blah.
Yeah.
I was afraid for my life.
Afraid
What?
for my life. He was reaching. They threw a little gun or throwaway. They threw it in there and shit.
Calling back up.
Yeah. He had a gun and he sounded all scared and stuff. You know, they recorded it and stuff.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's all a setup.
Yeah.
Okay.
Valley of death.
Got the shadow of death, man.
Yesterday I was about to start a lesson and a cop pulled up behind me. And I was like, man, I can't even study in peace.
What happened?
Nothing. I was about to do my video, so I was in the crib. So.
He was in the car.
Yeah, I was in the car.
He didn't get out of his car.
No. He just,
You was parked?
yeah, fuck. But another time before that, two groups pulled up next to me. It was like, hey, isn't it too late to be out here? Can you go home? Like telling me, like, get out of here and go home and shit. I'm like, I'm meditating. Listen to music.
But see, Esau has that privilege. He has it like, you know, he's the police of the earth. Okay, that was the privilege that was given to them. You know,
Can we bring out a precept slot, bro?
Just put the sandbag on it.
Let's bring out a precept slot.
Yeah. I was you're open something? All right. Yeah. Go ahead, man. Okay, yeah. Just this the book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 7, and so like chapter 8, verse 11. It says, because sentence against an evil work is not executed speedily, therefore the heart of the sons of men is fully set in them to do evil. All right, you know, just because a judgment is not happening to you devils right now, man, doesn't mean that the Lord is not meditating on that, man. He's gonna exact that judgment, man. You know, the brother was just reading how like the Lord is not in all your thoughts because you're getting away with everything that you're doing. You know, there's no getting away from this. All right.
if he was in your thoughts, you would not create all these programs. You would not do all the things that you're doing. You would think, you know, that's going against the Lord. I'm not going to do it.
You would fear him. Yeah,
You would fear him.
Yeah. It says, though a sinner do an evil 100 times, and his days be prolonged, yet surely I know that it shall be well with them that fear the Lord, which fear before him. But it shall not be well with the wicked, neither shall he prolong his days, which are as a shadow, because he feareth not before the Lord.
Wow,
days are like a shadow.
Yeah.
Man, so the Lord's going to judge them in due time.
Yeah.
Those seem like their life is being prolonged, they get richer and all that. You know, they're having little success in what evilness they're doing. The Lord's going to get them, and 2/3 of our people, you know?
Yeah, especially 2/3. Yeah.
Because the scripture says the Lord is angry with the wicked every day.
Yeah.
The Lord's about to get them.
Just like you said about taking his blocks, these gang members out here, you know, soon he's also going to be hunting you on your block, you know? That's right. It's 2 Ezra 16:70. For there shall be in every place, and in the next cities, great insurrection upon those that fear the Lord.
You know what's happening right now? There's a lot of states that are recruiting Ku Klux Klan members. A lot of Edomites are banding together. When civil war comes, you Jakes are going to be their target. There's all over the internet Edomites that are actually dropping posters on other Edomites' doors, telling them like, look, we're recruiting men.
Yeah, you saw that movie, The First Purge. Yeah. You know, all those KKK and those white supremacist groups, militia groups are all going to get together, man. And they're going to hunt down these Jakes, along with the U.S. military. But there shall be in every place, and in the next cities, great insurrection upon those that fear the Lord.
On the men that fear Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai. You know?
That's right. Or just men in general that have that zeal, but not according to knowledge. You know, Christians. You so-called call yourself fearing the Lord as well, man, because you got that zeal, right? They shall be like madmen, sparing none, but still spoiling and destroying those that fear the Lord. It says like madmen, sparing none. Yeah. Bust in your house, AK-47s, whatever guns that Esau's got prepared.
Oh, it's gonna get real.
Right. Sparing none, like madmen. Just going wild, look wild, crazy out here in the streets, man. Wild, wild west.
It's gonna be worse than after slavery. You know, when Jakes was getting lynched, hunted by Edomites, any Jake they see, they were lynching them on sight. And it's gonna be that same spirit, man.
Right. Because they was mad as hell that emancipation thing took off, man. Okay? Took their slaves. This is my money, this is my livelihood. They were warned about that, man. Okay? See, and it shows you when you're not of value to Esau no more, it's over. He's gonna kill you.
For they shall waste and take away their goods, and cast them out their houses. Then shall they be known who are my chosen, and they shall be tried as gold in the fire.
Right? How is it gonna be known? Because our faith is gonna separate us. Our faith is gonna separate us just like the three holy churches' faith separated them. You know, we're gonna stick out like a sore thumb because we ain't gonna go with the program, man.
Yeah.
You know?
Right. They said in that day, my servants shall eat. Okay? And we're gonna be eating in front of them mugs, man. Okay, we're gonna be joyful of heart while they sorry. They're gonna be sorrowful of heart. Okay?
Hey, going without food, it changes you. It changes you.
Yeah, I got a priest.
You know, your body structure starts to change. But we're gonna be taking good of you. People gonna be looking at him, he's eating.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you're gonna know something different about it.
Yep.
And they eating, or you know, you see Jake when they eating, like I see it with my children, and even my woman. You know, they spirits are lifted. Jake get all happy and shit. Like, God damn!
Hey,
I've been telling him, hey, you hangry, man. Hungry and angry.
Hey,
That's
When we was little, especially if we got a treat like some ice cream or something, bro, it was a whole like musical came with that. Singing, humming, jolly, jumping up and down and shit.
So get that second address too, because the scripture said we're gonna be married and have abundance. Hey, and food will do that to you.
good food, man. Especially if you had a long, hard day at work or a hard, long workout.
Yeah.
You got some good food. Oh, man, thank you, Lord.
Yeah.
You know?
2 Ezra 2:27. Be not weary, but when the day of trouble and heaviness cometh, others shall weep and be sorrowful.
Go first, huh?
Verse 26. As for the servants whom I have given thee, there shall not one of them perish, for I will require them from among thy number. Be not weary, for when the day of trouble and heaviness cometh, others shall weep and be sorrowful, but thou shalt be merry and have an abundance.
Right, others shall weep and be sorrowful. Why? Because they're not going to have food. They're not going to have comfort. But us, the Lord said, we're going to be married and have abundance.
Right.
Woo! You know what abundance is?
Man,
That's
that's more than enough.
More than enough. My cup,
Overflowing.
there you go.
Yep.
You're full,
Okay.
you know?
That's in the valley of the shadow of death.
You got more than what you need.
Exactly. Yeah. While they over there, they damn ribs is touching they got dang on
They hallucinating.
right.
That's famine is a slow way to go out, man.
Yeah.
Your body eats itself. It starts with your muscles and all the fat that is stored.
And your
Yeah.
mind turns on yourself.
Yeah.
You start to hallucinate. You
Yeah.
start to look at your children like they're like a goddamn turkey.
Chicken wing.
They showed you that in them cartoons.
Yup.
You know?
And that's not a long process. That's a quick process.
And more quicker now since
Yeah.
in America with these people, the food is
Oil, man.
so chemicalized. A lot of people can't go in there without eating, man. You know, or an hour, they always got to eat something.
Yeah.
Whether it's a meal, whether it's a snack. Why you think you got all these fast food joints always packed all the goddamn time, man? You know, when I used to work at them ones, I always see the same people coming over every day. And I'm like, y'all don't cook? You don't cook at home? You gotta come here and eat this trash food?
Right, 'cause it's not real food. Your body's not getting nourished from that food. You go to these fast food restaurants or just all this shit that's in the grocery store. It's all pumped full of chemicals and preservatives, you know? So your body's not getting the proper nutrition that it needs. That's why you're always hungry.
Yeah.
Push it to the side, you get fat off.
And then you're going to have people withdrawing.
Oh,
Withdrawing
yeah.
from drugs,
And now-
caffeine, sugar.
Yeah.
Yep.
And we
So
don't have
why
that
why
glow.
is what's like well why is the Food and Drug Administration in the same building? in the same
Same fucking name.
song and shit, right?
Food and drugs.
It's just like one of them shows, Faison Love was back there. It was pancakes or something with an oil change, some bullshit. He was doing at like a car shop right here in a bar where they serving food right here. Okay.
And brother's gonna be glowing too, you know. We're gonna have the wisdom make a man face to shine. You know, everybody's gonna look. They're gonna have that dark, like dirty, like evil, dried out appearance. Man.
But it's like brothers are saying, man, you know, them brothers are going to be taken care of, us brothers, man. You know, like the brother's saying, man, we're going to have the protection of the Lord with us. While all these people are in that dark, gloomy, not knowing when their next meal is going to come, not knowing if they're going to live or die. You know?
The actual elect, the ones that actually get that spiritual power, they're gonna have actual glow on.
Oh,
Yeah.
right. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that morning star.
Yep. Scripture said we're going to be like sparks amongst the stubble. Spark is like a shine, you know?
Yeah.
Right. The heathen shall envy thee, but they shall not be able to do nothing against thee.
That's
saith the
it.
Lord.
They gonna envy us, man, when they see how the Lord is blessing us, and they ain't gonna be able to do nothing. Okay, because now the world has become the Lord's now.
Right.
Okay, and He's gonna show His power.
That's right.
Okay, He's gonna take the power from the heathen and put the power on us, man.
That's right.
Okay, and glorify His people, and they're not gonna be able to do nothing but sit back and envy.
That's right.
Okay.
Like when the Egyptians seen that we had light, was eating, and they was over there starving,
Yeah.
going through it.
Yeah.
And a brother, one of the brothers brought this out. I believe it was Rod. He was saying the heathen got to be close to us for them to see us like the Lord's blessing us.
They are close to us.
Huh?
They, you know, you see Jake's neighborhoods and Esau's neighborhoods, they're not too far from each
Yeah,
other, man. It's just a few blocks.
Yeah.
Beverly
Exactly.
Hills is 20 minutes away.
Yeah.
Ain't no traffic. 20 minutes away. It's just straight there.
That's
Bel
all,
Air is
yeah.
right up here in the hills. But
You go past this freeway right here, you gonna go into Van Nuys and all of that.
Right.
It's all fucked up.
Burbank's at the borderline.
Yeah.
Once you pass Burbank from here, ghetto.
Yeah. Exactly.
And you see Edomites walking their dog in the ghetto now.
When I was growing up in Mississippi, the highway divided so-called white from the so-called black. On this side was white, on this side was black. Okay?
Still like that.
Probably still like that. It's a little ingle-mingle. The so-called blacks that went in and ingle-mingle over there, but the so-called white can come in and ingle-mingle over their black side. Because Jake always want to be like Esau, want to be among Esau and
They
shit.
see Esau as the standard. You know?
Right.
And then, you know, yeah. So it ain't gonna take much, you know, for them to see.
It's the book of Jeremiah, chapter 32, verse 27. It says, "Behold, I am the Lord, Yahweh, the God of all flesh. Is there anything too hard for me?"
So is it anything hard for the Lord? Like you could be eating and being merry and having abundance while everybody's suffering? That's not hard for the Lord. You know?
He's better than the wilderness.
Yeah, he can manifest miracles, you know?
And that's exactly the definition of a miracle, the working of the Most High. That's what a miracle is. So we're walking miracles. You know, we done made it out the maze.
Like brother's been quoting, man, this is the valley of the shadow of death, man.
Yep.
It's through the Lord's mercies that we're not consumed.
That's it.
Right. No, by all
That's,
means.
that's miracles.
Yeah. It's jumping down to 42. It says, "For thus saith the Lord, like as I have brought all this great evil upon this people, so will I bring upon them all the good that I have promised them."
So the same way the curses consumed us, hey man, in these last days, what the Lord has promised unto us, even the blessings, you know, even though it's talking about the kingdom, the Lord is going to manifest that on the men in these last days. You know, all the good that he promised. He's going to deliver you, he's going to take care of you, he's going to make sure you're fed. You know, the Lord will make it to wherever your story ends, whether you be a martyr or whether you be on a spaceship. You know, the Lord promised these things, and he's going to see it through with you, you know? That's it. Anybody got something?
I was doing something.
I'll finish that in second Ezra.
Oh yeah, you got a lot more on that.
Back in second Ezra 16 and 71. Then shall they be like madmen, sparing none, but still spoiling and destroying those that fear the Lord.
Right, the scriptures say Esau, Edom is going to come down with great wrath. Okay, and these are one of the, you know, the main prophecies that we speak. Jacob's trouble, Jeremiah 30 and 7. You know, that's him being like a madman, sparing none, like they show you in these first movies, you know.
They shall waste and take away their goods and cast them out their houses. Then shall they be known who are my chosen, and they shall be tried as the gold in the fire.
Scriptures talk about invading one another, you know, and then, you know, Esau is going to be a madman. He's going to be going through houses, you know, and then brothers, we're going to go through it, man. We're going to be tried as gold in adversity, you know, in the fire. You got something to say on that?
And this is why the Lord is preparing us for everything, man. This is why the Lord is putting us through so many trials now. Hardening us, man, making you tough. You know, because it's going to be some shit out here, man. You know, a day like never before. You know, the scriptures give detail, but this is more to it.
That's why little things you go through, like people coming against you, or even, you know, people at the job fighting against you, anything. That's to prepare you.
Mental battles.
Yeah, for what's going to come. Because the war is going to be against the men of the Lord, you know?
So the book of 1 Peter, chapter 1, verse 6, it says, "Wherein ye greatly rejoice, though now for a season, if ye need be, ye are in heaviness through manifold temptation, that the trial of your
Yeah,
faith..."
manifold is many. You know, you go through many temptations in this thing. My son, if thou comest to serve the Lord, prepare thyself for temptation. And the temptations ain't gonna stop. Okay? You gotta expect things to get harder and harder, man. You know? But they say, when things get tough, the tough get going, you know?
Yeah, like the brother's going into, man, it's about keeping your integrity, man, keeping your faith to the end. You know, seeing it through, no matter what comes your way. All right, it says, verse 7, "That the trial of your faith, being much more precious than of gold that perisheth, though it be tried with fire, might be found unto praise and honor and the glory of the appearing of Yahushua Mashiach."
And the Lord said, when I come, shall I not find faith on earth? That means that faith is going to be purified, and Yahushua is going to see you for your faith and deliver you. He's going to find it within all his men, you know?
Yeah. Just like we were talking before, the brother brought out, you know, all it takes is a faith the size of the grain of a mustard seed, man. Yeah. Whatever adversity that's going to be upon you in that day, you know, just, hey, have that faith. The Lord's going to see you, pray in the name. The Lord's going to get you out. Yeah,
That's really all the Lord wants.
That's right.
You know, you read through the scriptures, and it's all about faith at the end of the day. The Lord just wants us to believe, you know?
And the scripture says, by hope we are saved.
Yeah.
Hope and faith coincide, you know, same thing.
Same thing. Which hope is an expected. When they expect you, you know?
Yeah.
The scripture says, I've given you an expected end. You know? What do we expect? Salvation, man. Deliverance.
Like you said, exactly what you said about how it's the day that's coming up. It's never been like before, and will ever be again. Joel 2:1. Blow ye the trumpet of Zion, and sound the alarm in my holy mountain.
Right, and we're doing that, right? The scripture says, Jerusalem have said, watchers upon thy wall, watchmen upon thy walls, which shall never hold their peace day nor night.
Yeah.
So we're blowing that trumpet, letting the times be known. Now look, the Lord about to come. Look, the devil about to move. Look, this MOTB is about to be pushed.
Right.
Look, don't trust this devil, man.
Time to get right. Yeah.
Look, have faith, believe, turn to the Lord. We're letting it be known. Go ahead.
Let all the inhabitants of the land tremble, for the day of the Lord cometh, and is nigh at hand. That's our whole job, man, is to let you know that the day of the Lord is at hand, man. The Lord said, give them warning from me.
That's right.
That's what we're doing. Give them warning. All right, get right.
Right, because we was warned.
Right.
You know, it came a day where we was like, oh, snap, hold up. Wait, what? And it was so serious to us that we left everything we knew. We left off from our friends. You know, we left off from wickedness. Okay? We left off from certain behaviors, man.
Yeah.
Okay? All because of that, because of the fear of the Lord. The scripture said the fear of the Lord drives away sins, man. You know, and we've been holding on to it ever since. You know?
That's the Spirit telling you, hey, this is the voice in the back of your head telling you, hey, this is the way, walk ye in it.
Yeah.
That's all it took. Was just hearing the word, man.
The scripture says, by the terror of the Lord we persuade men. So when you hear all these terrible things coming, you're supposed to be like, hey,
Turn to the Lord.
what do I do? How do I save my soul?
Yeah. Right. Like you said though, bro, backing up the point that we opened up with, you said all it took was just hearing the word. Right? The scripture said I would stir up your pure minds by way of remembrance.
Oh, yeah.
So us hearing this word, the scripture say faith cometh by hearing and hearing the word of the Most High.
Yeah.
So that activated that faith within us, man. You know? But it took us being warned. It took us hearing the prophets once again, hearing the words of the Lord.
Yeah.
You know? Because it's meant for us.
Right.
Those we're of that number.
That's
It's education.
no, I was gonna say
Right.
that's deep to think that it's always been there.
Yeah.
You know, just like
It has.
Lord, where those men, you know,
Right.
that it was meant for us.
Right.
Yeah.
That's why we gotta hold on to it, man.
Yeah.
Now the fight is holding on to it, man. You know, what you gonna do when you going through this? What you gonna do when you met with this situation? You know, what are you gonna do in the hour of temptation?
Yeah.
These are all the things, you know. Because Satan is going hard to take it from you.
Yeah.
Satan all in your mind telling you you ain't shit, man. You ain't a man of the Lord.
Yeah.
You know?
And it's gonna be like you're saying it to yourself, man, in that voice.
And that voice,
Yeah.
everything is against us, man.
Yeah.
It's like you gotta rebuke it. It's like Satan planted a seed that you could water.
That's why I pray the Lord to not let Satan influence my actions, man.
Yeah.
You know, because you can't control those thoughts. But you to the best of your ability, you control your actions.
Or you can pray for the Lord, put a guard over your thoughts.
I mean, that's part of the fight. It's part of the fight, man.
A day of darkness and of gloominess, a day of clouds and of thick darkness, as the morning spread upon the mountains, a great people and strong. There have not been ever the like, neither shall be any more after it.
See, people think the day of the Lord is just this heavenly cloud blowing and all of this majestic stuff. No, it's the day like hell condition is coming to earth. hellish condition the Lord is bringing to earth. It's gonna be a dreadful day, man, where people gonna shit their pants.
It's never been like before.
Christians, man, they're confused. Like the brother's saying, it says in Amos 5, man, woe unto you that desire the day of the Lord, man.
Yeah, right.
You know, because like the brother's reading, it's a day of darkness, a day of wrath. My man.
Yep, it's Amos 5:18. Woe to you that desire the day of the Lord. So what end is it for you? The day of the Lord is darkness and not light. As if a man did flee from a lion and a bear met him, or went into the house and leaned his hand on the wall and a serpent bit him. Shall not the day of the Lord be darkness and not light? Even very dark and no brightness in it.
Yeah, so the wicked of our people are going to go through that constant trouble, man. Like the brother was just reading, like you just fled from a bear to a lion, man. You know, you're going to have to face hunger, famine, you know, these martial law troops. What's up?
The sword.
The sword, yeah, all these different plagues, man. You know, you're going to have to face fusion, your own thoughts, you know, with Yahweh Shem Yahushai. All that wickedness that you committed.
Yeah. When you had a way out.
Yeah.
You had a way out. You still got a way out. The Lord is still talking, man.
Yeah. These are the ones that say the evil shall not overtake us. Okay, you think you're on such a one-on-one personal relationship with Jesus. Okay, you think you got a direct connection with the Most High, and you don't.
Nope.
You don't. You're fooling yourself. Okay. Oh, I'm highly blessed and highly favored. Okay, we're gonna see in that day.
Hey, you are, you know, on a certain level, you are blessed and you are favored. You are, and the Lord did pick your spirit to be an Israelite.
Yeah.
But it's more than that. You know, the Lord is looking for faith and works.
Yeah.
I got one, man, because it's something you mentioned. It's Romans 10 and 2. It says, "For I bear them record that they have a zeal of the Most High, but not according to knowledge. For they being ignorant of the Most High's righteousness and going about to establish their own righteousness, have not submitted themselves unto the righteousness of the Most High." So Jake want to create their own way of serving the Lord. No, that's not how it works, man. You don't go to work and, you know, do what the fuck you want to do. Hell nah. You go to work, you train on how to do what the fuck you need to do, and that's that. Don't add or take away.
Exactly. You going on a job, y'all going to pour the foundation for concrete, and you decide, look, you know what? I don't like the wire, the metal wire. I don't like it inside the concrete. I want to put it outside the concrete.
Hey, so it's the same thing with the ministry. You have to be taught how to serve the Lord.
Right.
You have to be showed the proper way. And we were showed the proper way through the apostles and elders, man.
Mm-hmm.
This is how you serve the Lord. Just like Samuel had to come under Eli. Look, this is how it goes. You know, everyone's like that. Joshua under Moses. You know, even King David under Samuel. You know? So everyone needs to be guided, man. You know, like the Ethiopian eunuch. Was it Philip that went to him? Understand this without readers? How can I unless the man guide me? So you need to be guided on how to serve the Lord. You can't just speak out of your own fucking heart. Oh, this how, you know, God knows my heart. God knows my heart. Yeah, he does know your heart. Your shit wicked as shit. You wicked as all hell. How about you repent? Go ahead, fucking Jake, man. Jake is a fucking trip.
Ezekiel chapter 44, verse 23. It says, "And they shall teach my people the difference between the holy and the profane."
And that's what we're doing. We're teaching our people how to serve the Lord correctly. You know, what is wicked according to the scriptures, and what is righteous.
It says, "And the holy and the profane, and cause them to discern between the unclean and the clean."
There you go.
Right. Because there's a doctrine. There are many doctrines out there. Okay, because there are many lies, but only one truth. Okay? And the doctrine that we're supposed to be in is the doctrine of the apostles, man. Okay?
And Yahushua warned us, man, to beware of the leaven of the Pharisees.
That's right.
All these different false doctrines like the brother is speaking about. All right? It says, continuing on to 23, it says, "And they shall teach my people the difference." Oh, Salakia. You wanted to 23? Yeah. All 24. It says, and in the controversy they shall stand in judgment, and they shall judge it according to my judgments.
Not according to our opinion, but how the Lord deals with matter according to the scriptures.
It says, and they shall judge it according to my judgments, and they shall keep my laws and my statutes in all mine assemblies, and they shall hallow my Sabbaths.
See that? We care for the law and the commandments of Yahweh Shem Shai and his judgment. We teach our people correctly how to serve Yahweh Shem Shai.
Yeah.
According to the scriptures.
Yeah, we don't throw it away entirely and, just go off our vain opinion, man. Like these other men do. No. There's structure and there's order in this thing. You got something from this?
Yeah, that's back what you said about, you brought up Philip and the Ethiopian. This is Galatians 4:1. Now I say that the heir, as long as he is a child, differeth nothing from a servant, though he be Lord of all, but is under tutors and governors until the time appointed of the Father.
See that? You have to be under tutors and governors, just like the scripture speak of, get that scripture, how's it go, the milk? Desire the sincere milk of the word. Okay, you gotta be, somebody gotta put the city on you.
Right,
Just
exactly.
which is the basics,
Yep.
the foundations until you come up to a level.
Till you grow them teeth.
And then the scripture speak about them being weaned from the milk.
Yep.
And then you be able to eat a little more,
Eat a little meat.
eat a little meat,
Oh, yeah.
First Peter.
Oh, 1 Peter 2, too. All right.
So you have to be guided.
Yeah.
You have to be shown.
Right.
Like I always say, somebody, passed the rock to Michael Jordan.
Yeah.
Somebody said, look, man, no bounce like that. Go ahead and,
Yep.
somebody showed him.
Bro, Allen Iverson, he said somebody taught him that crossover. So he had to learn with somebody.
I don't know about that one.
No, you said it.
I don't know.
He said somebody taught him the crossover. That's
Okay.
I got that scripture for you. It's the book of 1 Peter, chapter 2, verse 1. It says, wherefore, laying aside all malice.
I feel like a lot of things just happen in the game. A lot of things just happen. It ain't even something that's taught. It's happening in the moment.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Go ahead. He got Michael Jordan twice.
Yeah.
Crossed him twice.
It says, wherefore, laying aside all malice and all guile and hypocrisy and envy and all evil speaking.
That's things of the world.
Yeah. The things of your past, the old person you used to be, pretty much. It says, as newborn babes, desire the sincere milk of the word, that ye may grow thereby.
Which the milk is the basics, the fundamentals of this thing. Okay? Which is beautiful.
It's deep.
And that's what you need to grow.
That's
Just
the foundation.
Yeah, just like a baby, man. A baby ain't drinking milk for a month. Hell nah, it's years. Years, man.
Like a tree. When you plant a tree, it takes years for that tree to grow up.
Yeah.
You got what builds that tree is water.
Yeah.
And where that tree planted by this truth. Okay? This truth is what waters us. This word is like unto living water.
Yeah, and who's the one doing that growing, man? It's the Lord that waters.
Right. Get that scripture.
Yeah.
Because it says the Lord giveth the increase, but it says Apollos water.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
1 Corinthians 3, and I'll start from 3. It says, for ye are yet carnal, for whereas there is among you envying and strife and divisions, are ye not carnal and walk as men? For while one said, I am of Paul, and another, I am of Apollos.
Right, because they was putting too much on these men. Making them more than what they're servants.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Are you not carnal? Who then is Paul and who is Apollos?
Right, and the scheme of it all, we're just men, or they're just men.
Yeah. Vessels.
Vessels. Go ahead.
But ministers by whom he believed, even as the Lord gave to every man.
Right?
I have planted, Apollos watered,
Look at that.
but the Most High gave the increase.
See that?
Yeah.
So they have their part in teaching and feeding you understanding, but it's the Most High that is
That gives that increase.
that is really giving you that increase, man.
Yeah, he's the one that substitutes,
That's it.
you know?
But it takes you being watered. It takes you men guiding you.
Yeah, you gotta start on the right foundations, right?
Right.
You know?
And another thing about the milk is when you're being fed milk, when you're at that stage, you're vulnerable. Someone is usually carrying you. They're picking you up.
Oh yeah.
Okay, they're preparing the milk for you. You're not preparing it for yourself.
Nope.
Okay, the milk is already prepared for you. You just drink it down. Okay, and
Hop
then
on that titty.
right, exactly. Okay, and then after a while you get your teeth, and then after that you might be able to go and fetch something, a little something with your hands after you learn to walk and get around and stuff. But basically, still all your meals are prepared for you. Okay, like these meals, the meat of this word is prepared already. Okay, you just gotta get it in your mouth and digest it, man.
Right men.
That's right.
That's what it says. Sirach 8:9. But miss not the discourse of the elders, for they also learned of their fathers, and of them thou shalt learn understanding, and give
Yeah.
answer as need requires.
Look at that.
Yep, they learn from their fathers. That's to show you that you're supposed to learn from your fathers.
Order.
Okay, and who is our? We have fathers in the truth, man. Okay, the apostles and the elders are our fathers, man.
Spiritual fathers.
Okay, they are
Like
spiritual
how-
fathers.
Paul was a spiritual father to Timothy.
Yeah.
You know? Hey, because, a lot of us brothers, we grew up without, fathers in the household. Either our fathers separated or our fathers in the spiritual realm. But, we were lost. But what guided us? The Spirit of power, Yahweh, Bashim Al-Shai, through our spiritual fathers, our apostles and the elders. And this is why we give our apostles and elders a great millstone, the double honors. Okay, because they're the one that taught us the truth. They're the one that led us the right way, man. Okay?
I got a precept. This is 2 Maccabees 7:27. It says, but she bound herself toward him, laughing the cruel tyrant to scorn, spake in her country language on this manner. O my son, have pity upon me that bare thee 9 months in my womb, and gave thee suck 3 years, and nourished thee and brought thee up unto this age, and endured the troubles of education. Point being, gave you suck 3 years. So going back to, hey, excuse me, sir, you're blocking our camera.
Oh,
Unless you have a question,
yeah. Where do you get all this information?
let's start right. Chapter
What
right
chapter?
here.
What
The
chapter?
whole book.
The whole book.
The whole book.
I've been through the whole book 4 or 5 times in my life.
Well, yeah.
Never heard of such a thing.
Are you familiar with Jacob and Esau?
Yeah,
Where you read about that at?
the Bible,
I know what book.
Genesis,
Okay. Do you know who Jacob and Esau is according to today?
a couple of dead guys.
No.
Okay, tell me about according to today.
This is Jacob, the so-called Negroes, Hispanics, and Native Americans,
Uh-huh.
and Esau is the so-called white race today.
Oh,
That's our
okay.
biblical nationality.
But it's not in the Bible.
It's in the Bible.
In the Bible.
In the Bible.
The words are in the Bible. Well, no, you won't find.
Well, you don't have the spirit to see it. You don't understand the Bible. That's all.
Oh, where can I cop a bag of this here?
You can't. You're
can't.
the wicked. It says the wicked.
Right.
The wicked should not understand.
I mean, I have enough trouble being Jewish.
Well, so how do you know that you're Jewish? What prophecies indicate that you come from the seed line of Jacob? Because by you saying that you're Jewish, you just completely ignored that. I told you that we're from the seed of Jacob. You're from the seed of Esau.
No.
But what gives you?
Esau didn't leave him a seed.
What? He didn't leave no seed.
Yeah.
What
Name
scripture is
one.
that?
Name one.
What
Amalek.
scripture is that?
What?
Amalek.
He was living there long before Esau.
Isn't there future judgments for Esau?
What?
Aren't there future judgments that haven't happened yet concerning Esau? Aren't there prophecies concerning Esau?
Yeah.
What name one?
Messiah is going to come and set everything
But you
right.
just said Esau's gone. He didn't have no seeds.
Esau,
So obviously
Edom.
Esau is a nation, obviously. So you're a little confused, buddy. And the main thing that you're confused on, you're not a Jew. You've been lied to, my man. You've been lied to. We're the Israelites, all right? We're the real Jews. You're an imposter and you're a devil. And you're going into slavery, man.
That's right.
America's gonna be destroyed. and you're gonna be destroyed right along with it. And you're a two-time loser, man.
That's
All
right.
right? Blame the elites for you losing in society. Okay?
Yep.
Enjoy your time.
Minds like yours, you sure.
No,
are
mine's
gonna
like
be-
yours.
like yours.
Fucked up the whole earth.
That's
Mine's
right.
like yours.
And
Okay.
it's constantly fucking up the earth.
Yeah.
Okay?
So you're a virus to the earth. You're a virus. You're a plague. You and your people. You're a plague. And the Lord's going to destroy you.
You're
Right.
racist.
I am a racist. What's wrong with racism? America's built upon racism. America's built upon racism. What are you talking about?
Then it's built on you because you're the racist.
No, it's built on you because you destroyed our people establishing America. So get your ass out of here, man. We ain't got time to play with you devils, man.
Why don't you get
You
your
goddamn
ass
dog.
out of here?
Huh?
Why don't you get your ass out of here?
I'm so-called Native American. This is my land. You get your ass out of here.
He wanted to play as a victim, but he's not a fucking victim.
Right.
Right. These devils, man. We'll go back to the scripture, man. It's always them rats that come up here. These the only motherfuckers that stroll the block? Goddamn.
Right. And they always, that's their go-to line. I'm Jewish. Okay, but
But
you
they
have
leave that out in the beginning.
Right. Yeah.
You can tell he
That's
didn't
their
do it,
last
though.
leg they have to stand on. Or that's their go-to card. Okay, as if that's, oh, you're Jewish then. Okay, well, everything changes. No, man, nothing changes. Okay?
Going back to this, it's Second Maccabees 7:27. But she bound herself toward him, laughing the cruel tyrant to scorn, spake in her country language on this manner. O my son, have pity upon me that bare thee 9 months in the womb and gave thee suck 3 years. That's the point. You know, going back to
Sincere milk of the word.
desire the sincere milk of the word, you know. So it takes time, you know, for you to gain a foundation in this thing. You know, taking that milk in, you know,
Yep.
and then you'll be
Just like-
weaned.
it's like it takes time for a baby to grow.
Yeah.
You know, a baby don't come out the womb and it starts growing into an adult already.
Right. Walking, you know,
Yeah,
it takes time to learn how to walk, talk.
Yep. I mean, you're learning all the way up. You're constantly learning,
Never
man.
stop.
Never stop learning. Okay. I've been in this truth over double-digit years, and I'm still learning.
Yep.
Okay.
Learning by yourself.
Yep.
Yep. Never ending, right? The scripture
Never
says,
ending.
Living water.
Living water.
You know?
Okay. The Lord is going to always, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai is going to always amaze us.
Yep.
His amazement is not going to ever stop, man.
Nope.
Okay, we're gonna always be learning stuff, man. Okay, because the Most High has infinite wisdom.
I got a precept. Psalms 1:1 says, "Blessed is the man that walketh not in the counsel of the ungodly, nor standeth in the way of sinners, nor sitteth in the seat of the scornful. But his delight is in the law of the Lord, and in his law doeth he meditate day and night." Is the point. "And he shall be like a tree planted by the rivers of water." What's the rivers of water? This truth. That's how we've been planted. That's how we've been grown by, right? By this truth. That's what makes us grow. To be able to understand, to be able to take in the meat, the deepness of the scriptures, the mysteries. Okay, but it says, "What bringeth forth his fruit in his season, his leaf also shall not wither, and whatsoever he doeth shall prosper." Right, that bringeth forth his fruit in his season, because we first start off what? As a teacher, as a student. All right, you start to learn, but eventually you start to grow and become a teacher, where you be able to teach others and have fruit under you, man.
Right.
Okay?
It's just like a tree, like a peach tree, a fruit tree. The tree will grow up, but the first few years of that tree, there's no fruit on it.
Right.
It doesn't bear fruit. And then when the fruit does come out, the first years of the fruit, you really can't eat it because it's not sweet enough. Okay?
Right.
Same thing with the truth, okay? The fruit of the truth comes out after years, okay?
And that's why it says, what it says in Corinthians, it's the Most High that giveth the increase.
Yep.
Okay? Paul and Apollos, they planted, but it's the Lord that give us increase. Okay?
The Lord really is that allows you to grow.
So this here in John 15:4, it says, "Abide in me, and I in you, as the branch cannot bear fruit of itself except it abide in the vine."
So if you abide in Yahweh Shai, eventually you're gonna grow. You're gonna grow like a tree. Metaphorically speaking, like a branch on a tree. If the tree has a new branch, eventually that branch is gonna catch up to the rest of the branch and grow fruit. You know, and that's dealing with you. You're gonna grow in the spirit and then bring in other men. You're gonna be able to teach. You know, but keep going.
Starts with that milk though.
So it says, "No more can you accept ye abide in me, except I am the vine, and ye are the branches. He that abideth in me, and I in him, the same bringeth forth much fruit. For without me ye can do nothing."
Like brothers are saying, in due time, you'll bring a tree will grow and then it'll bear fruit. Years. I believe brothers are saying like before brothers used to teach, you would have to build up like 7 years. I believe the apostle something like that. Like before you were able to teach, like when you first started.
But hey, we always started somewhere. Like you made, like we just an example. When I first joined, I started as a sign holder, a holding post, and I hold the camera for 2 years, and then you hold these signs. You started holding the camera. We never thought we'd be in this position to go out and be able to speak and break down the scriptures. We were hold down the camp because we were so young. Okay, but it's through years that the Lord matured us, growing us through His word, man. To the point where we became readers, now we became speakers, man. We always start from somewhere. We always start on the bottom, but it's always to get to the top, man.
Hey, the baby that's usually on the milk, when they first start off on the milk, they can't speak. They can't speak. They might can think some stuff, but they can't formulate words.
Right.
Okay, they can't formulate words. Okay, but they're growing though, still. Okay.
Yeah, it's good to speak about growing. Glory to glory. You know, you gotta grow in this thing, man. You don't wanna just remain a reader all your fucking time and shit, man. You gotta, okay, get that down, go to the next level.
Yeah.
That's what we told them. You want to speak. I remember that. Back at the crib, I got a precept.
I can remember precepts, or even quote a precept, or remember what I was reading, or even, speak well. I couldn't even like formulate words. I would always have like a tongue tie. Get it better, Don't worry.
Takes practice, bro.
It takes time.
That's why every week a different brother is speaking, man. You know? Yeah, somehow.
Yeah. This is Revelation 3:20. Behold, I stand at the door and knock. That is your mind. Like Isaiah says, hearing the voice behind you saying, "This is the way, walk ye in it." Okay? It says, behold, I stand at the door and knock. If any man hear my voice, and the only one that's going to hear that voice is the elect, the ones that are meant. Like the scripture says, Yahweh Shai said, my sheep heareth my voice. Okay? It says, and open the door, I will come into him and will sup with him, and he with me, man. Alright, so the spirit of Yahweh Shai is going to sup with you. He will understand and reveal his mysteries onto you, man. Okay? That's why you have these people like that guy. He talking about, well, I don't know, Jew, where you get this. You know, first of all, you have to be an Israelite to understand. It says the wicked shall not understand what you other nations. And you're not gonna understand this book, man. You're only gonna get so much, okay? But it has to be through it's through the spirit power of Yahweh bless you now, Shai. All of us are out here. The Lord sup with all of us, man. Okay, in order for him to sup with you, you need to be occupied in what? Occupying reading, you need to study. It says, blesses he that readeth and hear these words of this book, roughly paraphrasing it. You know, scripture says to study to show thyself approved.
Right.
Alright. Another scripture. I'm looking for those.
Yeah, when you think of sup, you think of supper.
Yeah.
You know, eating.
Yeah.
You know,
Nourishment.
nourishment. Yep, yep. You know, so it takes that. It takes being built up. You know, and it never stops.
Even the apostles, even when Peter was walking on the water, he fell, but the point is, he still needed to be built up. Even with Yahweh right there doing miracles, you know.
Yeah, you think about the 3 years that the disciples were around Yahweh during his ministry. He was building them up. You know, he was showing them how to do it because he knew that it was time coming where he was going to leave, and they were going to have to hold it down. You know.
I got a precept, man. I got one. Real quick. Ephesians 1 and 8, it says, wherein he hath abounded toward us in all wisdom and prudence, having made known unto us the mystery of his will, according to his good pleasure.
Right, the mystery of his will.
Right. According to his good pleasure, which he hath purposed in himself. So it was the Lord's will that it was for us, his men, to receive this word, to receive these secrets and these mysteries, man. It was all part of his will, man. All right, it's the Lord that's gonna build us up and grow. We just gotta put the effort and put the work in, man, to want to grow. Something that I always remember Apostle Dar saying, and he's saying it to this day. That you gotta grow. You got to grow. You can't be just like it says idle. You know, not idle. Stagnant, man.
Right. You can't be a pond. You got to be a river. River flows. You know what I'm saying? It constantly flows. It's not stagnant. Because if you're stagnant, you're going to get disease. Okay, you're going to have mosquitoes and all kind of things, bacteria lurking around, algae, fungi, all that shit, because it's sitting there stagnant.
You don't want to stay in the first gear.
Right, you're going to carry your car up.
Yeah, you got to throw that bad boy in fifth gear.
Yep.
You know, and fly. You know what I'm saying?
It's pretty simple. So the book of Proverbs 9:1, it says, wisdom has built it her house. She has hewn out of her 7 pillars. She hath killed her beef. She hath mingled her wine.
This is all like figuratively speaking of a feast.
Yeah.
The feast being what?
Truth.
Supping.
Brother, shout out to that Revelation 3. Yeah. It says, she hath also furnished her table. She hath sent forth her maidens. She cried upon the highest places of the city.
So everything's made ready for you. You just gotta come and eat. Like if the Lord sup with you, you gotta eat.
It says, whoso is simple, let him turn in hither. As for him that watcheth understanding, she saith to him, come eat of my bread and drink of the wine which I have mingled.
We know that bread is Yahweh Shai.
Yeah.
He said, I am the bread of life. Okay?
It says, come eat of my bread and drink of my wine which I have mingled.
And the scripture said, I'll give you the bread of adversity, I believe. Paraphrasing.
Yeah, and the water of affliction.
Yeah.
But I have not forsaken you, I've left you teachers, man. To teach you the right way. Roughly paraphrasing. It says,
Nice to see that picture.
yeah.
So even, wisdom gonna try you through crooked ways. You're gonna learn through experience.
Yeah.
You know, for what men can teach you, you're gonna learn through experience.
Right.
Yeah.
And experience is the best teacher.
The scriptures speak about how a just man is going to fall 7 times, but he's going to rise back up again, man. Through that failure, you're going to learn, not to repeat the same old mistakes. Like the brothers going into right now. Okay.
No, fuck, I cut you off.
Go ahead.
That fall wasn't meant to destroy you. The saying in the world, L's are learning lessons.
Yeah.
Losses are really learning lessons.
Right.
All right.
Insight.
Right.
But what don't defeat you makes you stronger, something like that.
Yeah, it gives you the actual experience of it instead of hearsay. Yeah, because if somebody tells you something, okay, it'll go in one ear and out the other. Maybe you'll retain it, maybe. But if you go through it, you're going to definitely learn it.
Yeah.
Okay, you're going to learn that thing, man. It's going to be in you. Okay, these experiences that we're going through on the left, we're going through the left-hand side experiences. The Most High made us righteous. He made us righteous all the way. He made us subject to vanity so we would get these experiences. So we would know good and evil.
Yeah.
We're going to know that firsthand, man.
Experience means we tried out.
Yep.
Yep. Hey, because one way to really learn these scriptures is to actually go through these scriptures. You know, go through you're put in situations where you have to apply these scriptures. You know?
Heck yeah, bro.
These scriptures will conduct you, man. Especially if you read Proverbs, Ecclesiastes, and Sirach. You know, it's more just reading it and quoting it. You know, because any man can quote it, but it's more about applying it.
Right,
Applying to
you can
what you're learning.
Right, you can read about, you know, women in the scriptures, right? If you ain't never dealt with no woman, then how you gonna apply it? One, and then two, you ain't gonna really, you know, you don't really know.
You don't know.
You don't have no first-hand experience.
Yep.
You know, you could hear about women, but shit, yeah, if you ain't never really dealt with them, then you don't know.
That's when brothers talk about children. I'm like, I ain't got no kids.
Yeah, facts.
I believe it was the Apostle Bar that made a video on that. Man. You speak on what you know.
Yeah,
So
that's it, man.
experience,
Yeah.
Yep.
That's how we're going to be able to judge the nations, man.
Yeah.
Okay? Because we're going to know what wickedness is, man.
Yeah, we've been through it ourselves.
We already know. No, I already know. No, get out.
At least nowhere, man.
Yeah, that's real. Speak on what you know, man.
Yep.
You know, don't try to be too deep. Don't go 3, 4 deep.
Right.
Speak on what you know,
Yeah,
man.
like the woman, you speak on a woman, but you never had one. You know, you never know how to deal with one.
Yeah.
And a brother may come to you advice, and you trying to speak, but what advice can you give him? You know, because you can just say with the scriptures, but you can't give him no personal advice because you never dealt with it.
All right.
You know?
That's why we could go to the words of King Solomon. He had all them women.
Exactly.
So he knew exactly what he was talking about.
I had something. Back up. This is Song of Solomon, chapter 8, verse 1. It says, "Oh, thou wert as my brother that sucked the breast of my mother." What is that? The breast of my mother. The scriptures, wisdom. Okay? "When I should find thee without, I will kiss thee. Yeah, I should not be despised. I will lead thee and bring thee into my mother's house. Who would instruct me? I would cause thee to drink of spiced wine of the juice of my pomegranate. His left hand should be under my head, and his right hand should embrace me. I charge you, O daughter of Jerusalem, that you stir not up nor awake my love until you please." And this is all metaphorically speaking. Okay, like the first scripture. Suck the breast of my mother. That's wisdom, man. You know, that's what comes out of a woman's breast? Milk. What does the milk represent? This truth. This wisdom. Okay.
I got a piece of that. We was talking about experience. So Sirach 34:9, "A man that have traveled knoweth many things, and he that have much experience will declare wisdom." You know, because he's been tried out. He's been through things.
Yeah, he knows. Well, he knows he made mistakes that he can teach you not to do the same.
Yeah. Right. That's why, you know, older people are supposed to, you know, carry wisdom.
Be wise.
You know, you've lived a life. You made faults. You know, you excelled in things. You failed in things. You know. We tell you about a lot, you know, like the apostles, those are, you know, older men, you know, it's like that for a reason, you know, they done been around the block many times. It says, "A man that have traveled knoweth many things, and he that have much experience will declare wisdom. He that have no experience knoweth little, but he that have traveled is full of prudence." Okay, so he that have no experience knoweth little. You don't know shit. You ain't been through nothing. You don't know nothing. You know, you ain't tried nothing, done nothing. What can you pass down?
That's like you're going on someone going on a journey, on a road trip, coming back. You're going on that same road trip, and he can tell you where to go,
What to avoid.
What to avoid. Don't go there. careful when you go here. You can try this spot out. You know, I gotta appreciate that.
That's why a father is so important. You know, you gotta have that father there to guide you, man. You know. I'm sorry.
No, you good. This is Sirach 25 and 5. It says, "Oh, how calmly is the wisdom of old men, and understanding and counsel to men of honor. Much experience is the crown of old men, and the fear of the Most High is their glory."
See, but not in this society. You know, old men are fools. They even dye their hair so they won't have gray hair. Like what? I used to work in retail. You know, this dude, old cat, military vet. He used to always dye his hair. I'm like, dude, there's a glory in having gray hair. Yeah. But it shows you he's a fool. Because he would be ashamed to have that gray hair. You don't know nothing.
So Romans 5:3. And not only so, but we glory in tribulation also, knowing that tribulation worketh patience.
Right, tribulation worketh patience. It produces patience.
Yeah.
Where does the word patience go back to, bro?
Suffering.
Sufferings, man.
Yeah.
So since you're dealing with that tribulation, it's going to build up your tolerance to suffer, man. Go ahead.
And patience, experience.
Now you got experience. Now you've been tried out.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
And experience, hope.
Now you got more faith. Now you understand how the Lord works. He'll put you in something and deliver you from it. Put you in something and deliver you from it.
Yeah.
See? That builds up your faith. Now you trust the Lord more. You understand Him more.
Yeah.
That relationship is tighter.
That chastisement, that tribulation. So that's why you have to glory in that.
Right.
That's what's going to build you up ultimately.
Which it takes, you know, I'm not going to say it takes a while to get to that point, but that's a high level that Paul was on. The glory and tribulations, you know, you have to come to grips to understand, you know, the benefit. You got to get to that. You have to, damn.
It was stages. He read the stages. You know, the stages that you build yourself up to.
But I'm saying, like, it takes damn, fuck, I can't say it.
I believe in James. It says, how all that hell, man, it makes you, you know, perfect and entire.
See, that's what my point is. That's a high level.
Yeah.
To identify that and see that and welcome it.
Yeah.
That's a high level.
Like all of us are in situations, learn to live without.
That's a high level, like Apostle R say.
Yeah.
You gotta love the hell.
Yeah.
In other words.
Yeah.
But that's a high level.
Because like in Hebrews it says like no chastisement for the present seemeth to be joyous. You know, we don't like it when we go through it, but we understand that, you know, it's needed.
It's necessary.
It's necessary.
Because in the end, what does it breed? It breeds righteousness, man.
Yeah.
Okay? It breeds you being closer to the Most High.
Yeah. And it's how we're gonna be perfected.
Right.
You know, that's how we're gonna reach that state of perfection.
And that's purging. Okay? Purging, like the gold is purged to get out all the impurities. Okay? Yeah, all that dross.
Yeah.
Lord said, I'll perform a good work unto you unto the end.
Yeah.
So whatever the Lord is working within each and every brother is for, you know, deliverance or to make them perfect.
Also reading that Proverbs 9. This is Proverbs 9 and 7. It says, forsake the foolish and live, and go in the way of understanding. It says, he that reproveth a scorner getteth to himself shame, and he that rebuketh a wicked man getteth himself a blot. It says, reprove not a scorner, lest he hate thee. Rebuke a wise man, and he will love thee. Yeah. You know, why is that? Because that wise man, you know, he's going to receive that understanding, and he's going to receive that wisdom to not repeat the same mistakes over again.
And he will understand that the Lord is speaking to that brother.
Yeah, he'll get emotional.
Right.
And look at you, take it personally. You know? And that's the thing that's not taught in this world.
Yeah.
You know? You can't tell Jake, and you're telling Jake just because you want him to be better, man, but Jake just gets emotional.
Right.
They take it as an attack.
Instead of taking the correction. That's what it's meant for, correcting yourself, man. This whole walk that we're doing is to correct us, man.
Yeah.
Okay?
The
Just like the scripture said, it no chastising of the present time.
He was him enjoying.
That's right. Okay, you gonna be mad there in a moment, but you need to come out of your feelings.
Yeah.
Okay, and look at the big picture, man. You know, see what the Lord is trying to say to you. You know, and don't buck up, man. Okay, because that's what's wrong with our people. They buck up before they even hear the conclusion of the matter. They already got something to say. You ain't even got 2 words out. They already know. No, I already know.
Yeah, I
Man,
know
that's
this,
gonna
man.
get you.
Like a
That's
woman.
gonna, yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Especially old Jake, you know?
I was
Yep.
gonna say Job's wicked wise man told Job to tell the Lord, you know,
Curse the Lord and die.
Curse the Lord and die, man. You know, that's the type of mindset that they're on, man.
Yeah.
When they go through it.
Because they were raised by women, like the brother said, it's important to have a father in your life. They can pass that down to you. You know, they can give you that correction. Tell you how to act and walk as a man. You know, like these Jakes want to walk as women. That's why they're overly emotional when somebody gets on them about something. When someone wants to correct them about something.
Be over the smallest things too.
Yeah.
So, I remember seeing this one old Jake crossing the street, and the light, you know, the light was green for the cars to go, and he was just taking his time playing the stupid music. So the guy just honked a little bit. And he just stopped in the middle of the road and started cursing and get all fucking emotional. Like, dude honked because he stopped. You're in his way, you know.
So the 9th verse, it says, "Give instruction to a wise man, and he will be yet wiser. Or teach a just man, and he will increase in learning."
That's what it's all about, building each other in the spiritual.
It says,
And that's why a man of wisdom, understanding, you will rejoice because you're looking out for his soul.
When I put
yeah,
that
you're
on the
looking
chat.
exactly, son, because you're looking out for his well-being, man. You know, it's not a thing where you want that man destroyed. No, that man understands that you're trying to, like the brother say, build him up, make him a better, you know, servant of the Lord.
Yeah, we're trying to perfect each other through the spirit.
Verse 10, it says, "The fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom, and knowledge of the holy is understanding." It says, for by me the days shall be multiplied, and the years of life shall be increased. If thou be wise, thou shalt be wise in thyself, but if thou scornest, thou alone shalt bear it.
Anybody got anything?
You reading them?
Back to 16. Malachi 3:16. Then they that feared the Lord spoke often one to another, and the Lord hearkened and heard it. And the book of remembrance was written before him for them that feared the Lord and thought upon his name. And they shall be mine, saith the Lord of hosts, in that day when I make up my jewels, and I will spare them as a man spares his own son.
So the Lord is making up his rules right now. And brother, look up the blue letter of his rules. They when I make up my rules.
Yeah, the jewels are being made up right now. Hitler even said it. Remember Hitler said it?
Yeah.
Back, he said, if America only knew that they had the Lord's jewels in their hands. Okay? We are the jewels of the Most High. We're the treasure of the Most High. He's our treasure, and we're His treasure. Okay?
If you think about it, think of it like a jewel you have. Jewel, something precious. For it to be that precious, it got to be tried, purified, and get to that state. You know, where it's like something precious and prized.
Oh, I got the definition. The Hebrew word is sagala. Sagala. Possession, property, value, property, peculiar treasure.
That's
Treasure.
Valued property.
Hey, like you have Esau that be on his property, no trespassing. You trespass, you know, they have the right to take you out. You know, we're the Lord's possession. And what is Esau doing to the Lord's possession, to the Lord's valued property, man?
Yep.
The scripture says that in Revelation that he's wearing out the saints.
Yep.
Okay,
And that we're going to be found in His hand.
right.
Okay?
He still hasn't let us go.
Right. We're still in the possession of Esau, Edom over here, in the whole world. Okay, because there's nowhere we can go and we have sovereignty. Okay? Anywhere we go in this world, Esau has access to us. He has access to make our life a living hell, man. Okay?
Precept. So Psalm 135:4. For the Lord hath chosen Jacob unto himself, and Israel for his peculiar treasure.
Woo! That's the treasure right there.
Yep, Jacob.
The elect of Israel, you know?
Right.
Verse 18. Then shall ye return, discern between the righteous and the wicked, between him that serveth Most High and him that serveth him not.
So the Lord is showing who he's dealing with, and it's the men over here, GMS,
Yeah.
you know, that teach likewise true doctrine about Yahweh Shai and his name and what to do, repent and get right. The Lord is showing that he's dealing with us men over here, you know, brothers that teach likewise. And then one of us is showing he's not dealing with it.
That's what certain men don't get power.
Yeah.
So that's making a difference right there.
He's not dealing with men that trim their ways, okay, to get along, go along to get along in this world, man. All right, it's holding their swords back with blood.
Hey, bro.
Okay.
Hey, bro. I'm gonna get. Oh, so like.
This is a two-edged sword we swinging, man. All right.
Back in 2 Ezra 16, 73. Then shall they be known who are my chosen, and they shall be tried as the gold to the fire. Hear, O ye my beloved, saith the Lord, behold, the days of trouble are at hand, but I will deliver you from the same. Be ye not afraid, neither doubt, for the Most High is your guide, and the guide of them to keep my commandments and precepts.
So in that day, there's going to be a separation because the men that are getting judged, they're not going to be that gold. They're going to get burned up in the fire.
And it was stubble.
Yeah. Every metal but gold. They'll repay. It says, I will make a man more precious than fine gold.
That's right.
So the elect are going to get to that faith that they're going to be protected.
The elect is going to go through the fire, like it tells you of Zechariah 13 and 9. The Lord is going to bring the 1/3 through the fire. Okay? That's how the Lord is going to purge, get all those impurities out of us, man. Make us all righteous, man, so we can return to our former state. Okay? Being perfect, man. The Lord made us perfect from the beginning. Okay?
Afraid of doubt. Yeah. So we shouldn't have a doubtful spirit in these times. We shouldn't have a fearful spirit.
Yep. Yep. Don't let your sins weigh you down. Okay? Right. We know that we're in these bodies and the Lord made us subject to vanity, but don't let that be the thing that holds you. Oh, I know we're sin, the Lord ain't got me. No,
That's why it's a fight.
it's a fight.
You gotta fight through all of, the doubt, the thoughts against you, all of that, man.
Fight of faith, right?
Battle every day.
Yeah, we got verse. That verse where it says, "Don't let your sins weigh you down." And then you want to go from New Translation. That's cool. Amen. It's fucked up.
Get the precept of the book.
Zechariah 13 and 9. It says, and I will bring the third part to the fire, and I will refine them as silver is refined, and I will try them as gold is tried. And I know that the Lord will have to protect them, but what I'm saying, they're not on that cross, but the protection you have to do this. Alright? It says, they shall call on my name, and the court is open. It says, and I will hear them. I will say, it is my people. They shall say, the Lord is my power.
Yep. So what is
they talk about when he's talking about I cringe when I hear that name. Every time somebody say that name, it makes me cringe. You know what I'm saying? What's that?
He was going off when he said that, yeah. That's just madness, man. We're going to be calling on the name when we're in need, when we're in trouble. You know, that is what's going to save us.
Yeah, man, that's a disservice, man, to your whole congregation. Okay? You like Martin Luther King, leading the people into a burning building.
Yeah.
That's
why our apostles and our elders say that whole entire group is going to fall apart, man. You know, real soon, man.
Yeah.
It's just all based on a bunch of, this guy,
Yeah.
he's paying, nuts.
Yeah, out there in the hood, okay, going among wolves,
Protesting from the shooting.
exactly.
Yeah, like, what was that, man? We were talking about that, man.
There's a structure like we went into earlier. There's structure on the way to teach this truth, man.
Yeah.
Okay? We're not in the hood where it's a bunch of just niggas and shit. You know what I'm saying? Niggas ain't gonna want to hear this. Look like the women came up there, cursing. We want them out of here,
Oh yeah, we're not set up to try to conquer either.
Right.
That's a speculation, but like I'm saying, man. Yeah. Like the brother said, man, the order is destruction.
To the cheap. Well, business is a place. You can't go to ain't no business being right there. Yeah. Only business there is niggerdom. They ain't niggerdom.
There's no retirement from that either, man. You just don't stop going out there in the streets. Like these other, leaders, teaching,
Right.
in season and out of season.
Right. Enduring to the end.
Yeah.
To the end, we're supposed to be in season and out of season.
Yeah.
Okay? And the season could be anything. You can skip the season of you feeling great or the season of you not feeling so great. Okay? You coming out here, you ain't feeling good, but you still there.
Yeah.
Okay? Any season, man.
This is our reasonable service.
Right, exactly.
Like the scripture said.
It's a living sacrifice, man. Okay? If it's your regular job, you gotta go and earn your money. You gonna go when you're not feeling well, you gonna go. Yeah. You can travel through the snow, the rain, all types of shit, hurricanes, yeah. Yeah, like this. It was a meme, and it was flooded, right? And then Issachar was on the phone, in the phone booth, and then they had a capture. The water was up to here, or it was, and he was like, "We still have to come to work," you know. Yeah, you know real people that went to market in tornadoes. Yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah, they told him they need to get fired.
No, but yeah, that's it.
You put too much on you down. Hey man, you trying to do something matters, man. Yeah, man. You can't just be wasting your fucking time on all these jobs. You gotta have more respect for yourself, man.
It says all this vanity. It says preaching all this vanity.
Yeah. I'll take my chances calling out.
Fucked up. Like you said earlier, man, the scripture tells you can't serve two masters, man.
Right.
You can't serve the Lord and Mammon at the same time. You either one despise the other.
You got Jake like that. They just want to make so much money, so they don't care about working. If I got to make it, if I want to be successful, I just have to put in the work.
Exactly.
Being at the top of this world, you're still a fucking slave. You still gotta rely on something what Esau talking about.
And you're still not happy.
You're still dealing with money with that nigga face on it. So what's success?
What's success? Oprah success? When she went over there, when she went over there to Europe somewhere and went into that boutique and they refused to serve her, she a billionaire.
Yeah.
Okay, worldwide fame. Okay, worldwide. But she goes into this little shop and they won't let her in because of what? Because she was so nigga.
Get Joshua the first chapter. We'll show you true success.
People that are rich in this world are happy.
care how much money you get. Esau is going to always find a way to remind you, you just a nigger. That's a nigger. That's it.
It's like they did Nick Cannon.
Yep.
Okay, nigger.
Yep. Tiger Woods just became a billionaire. You know, they checked him. Okay.
Oh, LeBron James too.
Yep.
I never liked that nigga, bro. I do not like that nigga.
We were talking about the show about LeBron James show about how white people know who we are. About, they didn't want to say it. They didn't want to fully come out and say that we're the Israelites.
I didn't know he had a show.
With your contract, right? You can't say certain shit. Like with in that Fox News analyst was talking that shit like, hey, shut up and dribble. LeBron James. Shut up. Yeah, exactly. Goddamn slave, man. Should have cursed that bitch out.
Their God is money. Their God is money. They gotta make that money. You know, you gotta have keep your mouth shut.
Right. You can't offend one of them.
And you can't influence Jake in the right way.
Right.
You gotta influence Jake in the way he saw what you influence.
Yeah.
Get that to Joshua. First chapter. With success. See this devil got something to say. Why would we go to any synagogue?
Tell him he's not really Jewish.
Why would we waste our time?
Yeah, they're gonna listen. You're not listening.
Yeah, you think they're gonna listen? Yeah. We're out here in public for everybody to see it.
Yeah, they pass by. They pass by across the street for a reason. They look at us. They see the sign.
Yeah, they don't. Yeah.
Say,
Hey, listen at this right quick.
Okay. Now
Revelation.
that's Revelation. That's stuff that hasn't happened yet.
Right.
Okay.
But some of it's happened already.
Oh yeah.
Okay, but just listen at this.
It's Revelation chapter 2, verse 9. I know thy works and thy tribulation and thy poverty.
Now this is talking to the real Israelites. Okay, go ahead.
It says, and thy poverty, that thou art rich,
Why are we rich? Because we got the kingdom of heaven coming. Go ahead.
and I know thy blasphemy of them which say they are Jews and are not,
I know the blasphemy of them that say they are Jews and are not. But what?
but are the
Listen.
synagogue,
Listen.
the Jews and are not, but are the synagogues of Satan.
What are the synagogue of Satan? Okay, where you told us to go down to the synagogue? That's the synagogue of Satan. Okay, go to 3 and 9 right quick.
Now your people suck on baby penises when they're circumcised? Don't your people believe in the Talmud? Right? Okay, so the Talmud is nothing but filth. Filth.
Okay. Tell me where you get Benjamin equals West Indian.
Solomon in
Genesis 49.
Genesis 49 chapter. Okay,
Where was he?
You wouldn't
Genesis
understand it
49.
anyway.
Right,
man.
exactly.
You wouldn't understand. It's not like you a scholar, dude. You don't understand the Bible.
Can you understand this? Revelation 3 and 9. This is a precept to the 2 and 9. Go ahead, 3 and 9.
Revelation 3 and 9. Behold, I will make them of the synagogue of Satan, which say they are Jews.
Say they are Jews, like you say you're a Jew, you're Jewish, right? You know, when you put ish to the back of a word, it means pertaining to, or like, or as. Okay, go ahead, keep saying, keep reading.
Which say they are Jews and are not, but do lie.
They do lie.
Behold, I will make them to come and worship before thy feet.
The Lord is going to make your people come and worship before our feet. What?
Before thy feet, and to know that I have loved thee.
That I have loved thee. The Lord loves these people. Go to I have loved. I mean, Jacob, I have loved. Esau, I've hated.
That's what he said. Let's
Go ahead. What you say?
Your shot. Go ahead.
Yeah. You know, you just take my breath away.
No, speak your breath. Say what's in your heart.
I got a question for you, right? Do your people call yourselves Israelites?
No.
Okay, so what do you call yourself?
Well, I call myself Dave.
Oh, the people over there in the land, the people over there in the land of Israel, they don't call themselves Israelites. They call themselves Israelis. Israelis is not in the Bible.
Oh. So languages don't. So languages don't evolve?
Yeah, but we're not talking about language.
Yeah, but you are. You're saying there's people who turn the same as Israelites.
I'm making a
What
point
about
that,
Hebrews?
yeah, we're the Hebrew Israelites. Your people are Hebrew Edomites.
Right.
You're Hebrew.
Oh,
You're a Hebrew. But you're
And I
Edomites.
thought we were the Soviets or whatever.
Oh, you're an Edomite.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you're the only red people on earth.
Edom is one of my favorite cheeses. You should try it.
That's your
Yeah.
cheese. It's probably red.
It's right on the outside.
It's red on the outside, right? Yeah.
What you shaking?
exactly.
What?
Because his spirit just realized that he's not a Jew.
Yeah.
And it is troubling him
been lied
on the
to.
inside.
Get that scripture where it
It's
says
Well,
the
I
fathers lied
have
to
never
him.
been in a synagogue in my life, so what's your...
You're the synagogue.
Get that
It's
one
in
where
you.
the fathers lied. Get that one.
Your spirit now is getting convicted. You're getting confounded up here. Because you've been lied to your whole life, saying you thinking that you're the people of the Most High. You're not.
They're the ones that are going to survive the whole apocalypse.
Yes, we are. Yes, we are.
Jeremiah 16, 19. Just gonna lay low.
What's the apocalypse?
Hope they don't get you.
What's the apocalypse? What is that?
What is the apocalypse?
I don't answer.
You the one that mentioned
Come on,
apocalypse.
God. Come on. July, come on. Come back.
What?
Dialogue with us. Come on. We just talking.
July?
We
You
just
guys,
talking.
you guys.
We're just
Are
talking.
you drunk or
If
something?
that's the case,
Yeah, okay.
Stir it up.
I'll get something on the lawn.
You don't have to shuffle
You
it
about
on.
to start crying.
I'll
You
be
about
lying.
to
I'll
start
be
crying.
lying to you.
Well, let's hear one more scripture.
Nah, let the wicked
Yeah, you about to
The
start,
wicked flee
start crying.
and no man pursue it.
Right.
Okay.
He over here shaking his ass
He's
off.
shaking.
Parkinson style.
Right.
Y'all dirty?
That's the word.
Get that one with the fathers, man. Get that one.
Jeremiah chapter 6.
Nah, not that one. It's in the apocrypha, man. Book of Sirach. Come on, brother. Get that one real quick. Damn, I can't think of the wording of it, man. Fuck. You know what I'm talking about? Where they have, their fathers had lied to them.
Oh, we have inherited
Yeah,
lives.
get that one, man.
Jeremiah 6.
Nah, it's in the apocrypha, man.
I got it. It's Jeremiah 16 and 19. It says, Oh Yahweh, my strength and my fortress and my refuge in the day of affliction, the Gentiles shall come unto thee from the ends of the earth and shall say, Surely our fathers have inherited lies, vanity, and things wherein there is no profit. There's no profit in them saying that they are the Jews. There's no profit in that.
Man, I can't think of wording right now.
In the kingdom, they're gonna come to us confessing that they're gonna lie to you.
It's funny how confused they are. Like, wow, you would think that these people will understand, have some type of understanding.
But the lie is so far back in the
Right,
past,
right.
right? It's so far back there that they have no understanding of the lie now.
Right.
Okay, they think it is true. Okay,
Knowing how they've been checked on.
right. And now when this comes out, okay, and we have the evidence in the scriptures to prove it, now they're just like that guy up there trembling. Okay?
Benjamin was right? You go to Genesis 49, it says, Benjamin shall reign like a book. That's between Psalms. They prophesied many songs. Like, it makes you hear a lot of songs, called Babylon's Fallen. It's made by Benjamin.
Yep.
This type of Babylon's Fallen, that's what we made by Benjamin.
Yeah, the Israelites,
Right.
the Israelites made by Benjamin,
Right.
you know.
Look
Basically, Benjamin in reggae music, they always now is
lot of demonic stuff in it. But before, it was like hip hop when it first came out. It was speaking of the struggle, and the struggle always had to do with, they call themselves the Lion of Judah, you know, but it always had to do with the scriptures and the Almighty.
Babylon is fallen.
That goes back to that Revelation 3 and 9. I know that tribulation and that works. You know, we're the only people that are really going through it.
Yep.
Flee Babylon.
Yeah, I mean, but that devil want to understand it.
Yeah, that's why that's why it's going to break it down point by point, bring out examples, bring out precepts, people are like, nah, I'm just gonna accept that these people are the real people of the Lord, man. That he's just an apostle. You know? Go out Revelation 2:9, Revelation 3:9. He don't want to hear that, man. He want to wonder about the others. You know? She got in the Panama Canal.
Yep.
You know?
Issachar is a beast between two burdens.
Yeah.
Okay, you got the burden of America, you got the burden of South America. They're right in there in the middle of it. Okay, and then their symbol, their national symbol is the donkey with the two bags on the side, and the beast with the two burdens of the two bags on the side.
That's not dumb coincidence. That's
not.
It's all spiritual, man, because Issachar, Mexicans, are the Lord's people, man. I think they like to work so much.
Yeah.
The scripture says that he findeth rest. When he in Genesis 49, he findeth rest. I always when I used to my old job, I used to go by this park every Friday around noon, and I always see Issachar after he's done gardening, he's laying down on the park chilling, man, laying down taking a siesta. You know, I ain't by coincidence, because the reason why, because he's the Lord's people, man. That's what I'm talking about. Word is not for you.
He's telling you your judgments. He gonna say he never been in a synagogue in his life. Well, why you want us to go to synagogue then, motherfucker? Curse the crowd, motherfucker?
He know now where he worship. We know where he worship. Salvation is of the people.
Right.
So we know who worship there.
Like them hyenas on Lion King.
Right.
Genesis 49, and I'll start from 13. Zebulun shall dwell at the haven of the sea, and he shall be for a haven of ships. Right, Zebulun is what? It's not going on the mainland. Okay? And his border shall be unto Zidon. Issachar is a strong ass, couching down between two burdens. And he saw that rest was good, in the land that it was pleasant, and it bowed his shoulder to bear, and became a servant unto tribute. Right.
Hey, that ass is a stubborn ass animal. Issachar is stubborn as fuck.
Very stubborn.
You ever get to know them?
Asshole for no reason. Issachar mad if he ain't working.
Yeah, he mad at you because you ain't busting your ass like him.
He make
You
you look
doing
bad.
too much, man. You doing too much.
Have you seen that overtime slot?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been seeing Issachar doing some work on TikTok, and they get that work that be done. Take like 3 hours. They get that shit done in an hour, man, or 10 minutes.
That's why, you know, with Esau, man, he's the one that everyone wants to hire, man. Issachar. You know, that's who we go to.
They know they're hard workers.
Issachar is accepted too.
Yeah.
For themselves. They ain't got no one to accept
They know how to get down.
Yeah.
They can accept it.
Yeah, Issachar could be a big coon.
Yeah.
Oh, they coon like a
Big
motherfucker.
coon out to Esau.
Kiss ass and
Yeah.
shit.
Yeah, you got Issachar that they ain't no quick, so it must have been they went on quick, so they walk.
Yeah.
It's Spanish, huh?
All right.
But maybe some of them are.
There are terrorists,
Yeah.
not just terrorists from but there's also terrorists from other tribes. Esau conquered all of us.
There's in all of us, all of our nations. You got Judites that's blacker than the mug, but their heritage go back to Esau. Okay? Skin color don't matter.
You control based off the spirit.
Yeah. Spirit, man, is off. They be off. Way off. You know, if they so far off, you be wondering, looking at them like,
Yeah, a lot of Hamites try to blend in with Jake.
yup.
Like in LA, you got a big ass fucking big community. You try to blend in with Jake. Nah, motherfucker.
You know who else tries to blend in with Jake? Japheth, man.
Oh, yeah.
You try to put yourself in the curses. You don't have to suffer the curses, man.
Yeah. A lot of them be Jakes though. A lot of them in Long Beach. A lot of them up there in Oakland.
Yeah.
You know, you got a big Filipino community up there in the Bay. A lot of them are Jakes, man.
Oh,
A lot of them, man. They don't know it though.
yeah. I had to go on bars over. Working out. Right, yep.
Jakes.
That's what I was just about to say.
I used to date a Filipino chick, man. Possible chick. Last name was Gonzalez.
Yeah. This Filipino guy used to work with me. He came in as a manager. And this guy was cool as hell. I was like, man. And our spirit just clicked.
Jake.
That's a Jake. You know what I'm saying?
They got conquered by the Spanish. That's why they speak that Spanish, you know? Yeah, man, a lot of these people.
Hey, Israel is sand of the sea.
Yeah.
Okay? A lot of these so-called these nations rather, they gonna get a big surprise when the Lord puts a spirit on the Israelites within the nation to go against them. That's gonna be something. That's gonna be fun.
It said the book of Luke, chapter 2, verse 30. It says, "For I knew that they would not hear me, because it is a stiff-necked people."
Everywhere, even the ones that look like him, we're all Jake. Issachar, you can't tell Issachar nothing about his heritage or who he is.
They're so prideful.
That Mexican
They get
pride.
offended at me talking about Spanish. You speak Spanish, but you were talking about the Spanish.
Exactly. The Spaniards.
What you talking
Yeah,
about?
the
They ain't the pure language, man.
Right.
Hispanic, they like call themselves Hispanic. Some words go to like
Portuguese
go back
slave.
to Spain.
Right.
Hispaniola means Portuguese slave.
Portuguese
Slave, yeah.
Yeah.
So you pretty much acquainting yourself with the slave master.
And Mexico is New Spain. But they don't know that. You tell them, what's Mexico mean? What's Mexico? It's New Spain, bro. So, you know, the Spanish got you.
It is because it is a stiff-necked people, but in their land of their captives, they shall remember themselves.
The prophecies match up. Wherever you stand up, the prophecies match up to you.
That was that divide and conquer. Okay, they divided these people and got them in Mexico into their nation. Okay? Oh, we're the Mexicans, we're the nation of Mexico. Yeah, Aztec. Our heritage go back to the Aztec. You know? Yeah, all of that. You know? Not knowing that you have a richer history.
Yeah, they never go further in.
Right.
That,
He was going to fuck off being Aztec.
Yeah, that's what the Lord said. That's why the Lord said from Spaniards.
Yeah.
We got apocalypto, man, when the Mayans were killing each other and sacrificing each other, man. What happened at the end of the movie? When the man went back to his homeland. They saw Esau, man. Shit.
We're not black, but really your first president, Vicente Guerrero, is a so-called black man.
Yep,
First Peter 4:7. It says, "But the end of all things is at hand. Be therefore sober and watch unto prayer."
Right. Right. That's our superpower right now. We ain't got physical powers, but we got power.
Yeah.
We got the power of Yahweh Shai, the scriptures, love and brotherhood.
Right.
Man, soon we're gonna get that physical power, man. New bodies go over.
Hey, in the end of all things, it's not talking about everything. It's the end of all things. It's talking about the end of all things in this world. The end of Esau's world. And the beginning of it that followed Jacob is on his way. This is the beginning of it here now that you see. Okay?
No one was edified. Back at it. Back in the chariots. Back in our first state. And all praise to Yahweh.
Bahashim, Yahushai, Bahashim, Rakakadash,
Rakta Yahweh.
Rakta Yahweh, Rakta Yahweh, Rakta Yahweh.
Double honors to the apostles, the elders, all you brothers that believe in Yahweh Shai.
Shalom.